Hey everybody, welcome back to the next episode of Pawn Shop of Life. I am your host, Brad BCG. My co-host is always Tammy B48, and my producer is Baby Kangaroo. Today's episode is going to be Myths, Folklore, and Legends. There we go. I had to look over and remember it because I just said I'm going to forget it when I even get it going. And I forgot. Wouldn't have it any other way.
It's all good.
Remember to hit the button.
I didn't intentionally hit the button.
Push to mute, not
Yes,
mute
I
to
know.
talk. Push to mute.
I was letting you talk.
All right. So, babe, how you doing today?
I'm doing good today.
You ready to learn about some Rougaroos and some booty boos and
Loch Ness and Bigfoot, yeah.
Oh, I just came across this Wikipedia page, and it's...
Does it have like a list of all kinds
Oh,
of...
my God, it's ridiculous. Something called the 27 Club, an urban legend that popular musicians and other celebrated artists died at the age 27
Oh, yeah.
with
yeah.
statistically anomalous frequency, notably Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Mia Zapata, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain.
Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain didn't die. He was murdered.
Well,
And then a bunch of people, Amy Winehouse was one of them.
yeah, he unalived himself, and I would have too if I was married to that bitch.
I don't think he unalived himself. I think she had him killed.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna jump right into some.
Well, it
some
is
myths
myths,
here?
folklore, and legends.
I mean, so you really think she had him offed?
You didn't see that documentary, did you? There's a documentary. Okay. There's a documentary that the guy comes in and he presents all of the evidence to say, this is why I think
Courtney Love?
Courtney Love, thank you. I was drawing a blank on her name. Had Kurt Cobain killed. And by the end of this documentary, you're like, I'm not
'cause
saying she did it, but
He got shot right outside of a nightclub or something.
No,
No.
he
What
was
happened?
found in his
Yeah.
apartment or whatever it
Yeah,
was, or
he
a
was
hotel room. Or
Yeah, it was in his
something.
house.
Oh. From an OD?
No, from a
Shotgun.
Oh. So he was shot. I just had the wrong place.
Yeah, it's. I mean, look, I can't say with complete certainty that she did it, but I also know there's enough evidence for make you go, well, that's really weird.
So you think it's like an OJ scenario? Like I don't know that OJ did it,
Oh, he did.
But-
100%.
but I know he was involved in something.
Oh yeah, OJ did it.
Oh, he did it 100%. Have you seen like the newest documentaries that go through the entire case?
No,
Oh my God. No, he totally did it.
Yeah, he totally did
He
it.
totally did it.
but if the glove don't fit,
Yeah, whatever.
You must have
okay,
quit.
Let me ask you a question. If you soak a glove in a liquid and then allow it to dry, what happens? If you
shrinks.
soak leather in a liquid and allow it to
Shrinks,
dry, yeah.
hey, was it Johnny Cochran? Was
Johnny
that it?
Cochran.
Yeah, he got him. He got him off.
I mean, it was just very theatrical. The whole thing, the investigation itself was so fumbled and bumbled. It was
Los Angeles County framed a
ridiculous.
guilty man, and it came out that they framed a guilty man,
Yeah, it was.
and they created reasonable doubt.
It was.
Yeah.
It was so bad. They missed so many things and did things so poorly that it was just like unbelievable. When you watch those documentaries and they go through everything that happened, you're like, why would you do that? Why would you literally just like got rid of some really important evidence? Like,
And the
what
defense
is
got real
wrong with
lucky
you?
because the lead detective was a big time racist.
Oh, he was a huge racist.
You know,
Oh,
so
the one prosecuting OJ.
no, not the prosecutor, the detective.
The lead
Oh, the
detective.
detective.
on
Mark
the case.
Furman, was that his name?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mark
that
Furman.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember not hearing anything good about that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. They framed a guilty man. If they had just let the investigation go the way it should have,
Yeah.
OJ would have gone to jail.
Oh, 100% he would have gone to jail, which granted he ended up getting what he deserved later, but it didn't give any kind of justice for his ex-wife and the poor guy who was just there returning her mom's glasses. Like he had no affiliation whatsoever. And I think he walked up on him killing her and then he died because there was a witness.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch the documentary.
You're going to have to because it's
super
interesting.
Because I saw the documentary on, just on OJ
Yeah.
when it was talking about like I didn't know that seemed like he was a good guy.
Oh, I think he was.
Up until the murder apparently. But
I think he was a great guy. I think he was an outstanding, football player. He was a great
yeah, I didn't know he was as
person.
good as good as he was at football.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know he was apparently really good.
But I think fame and money and power just corrupt
Oh, he said,
him.
I don't know.
Sure.
I mean, he said he wanted to go into acting. He was just like, I got something bigger than football. I got to go.
Yeah.
And then started off with, wasn't he an Airplane?
No, he's a Naked Gun.
Naked Gun. That's what it was.
Yep. He was in Naked
And he was
Gun.
actually pretty funny in it. He didn't really have good acting chops, but I mean, it was Naked Gun.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in Airplane.
Yeah, he was the pilot.
Yeah.
And they're redoing, I think they're redoing Naked Gun.
They are.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
They are.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, with Liam
Yeah.
Neeson.
Oh, he's going to play...
He's going to play the main guy, whatever his name
I
was.
can't remember.
The old
his name.
white-headed guy?
Yeah, the old white-headed
Yeah.
guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
Wow,
it.
some of these...
What? Just name a couple. What?
Baby train. An urban legend would claim that a small town had an unusually high birth rate because a train would pass through to the town at 5 a.m. and blow its whistle, waking up all the residents. Since it was too late to go back to sleep and too early to get up, couples would have sex. This resulted in the mini baby boom.
Well, I mean, they said the same thing about, what was it, Katrina or whatever? Like, there was a shit ton of babies born 9 months after Katrina because
Oh,
people
yeah,
were just
'cause
like, well,
nothing to
I
do.
mean, we got nothing else to do. We
Yeah.
ain't got no power.
I mean, there's
I don't know if that's true about a Kunas, so they'll just drink.
well, what do you do when you drink? You fuck. Sit around bored. You get drunk. You be like,
guess.
you want to fuck? Like, yeah, sure do. And there's the baby. That's right. There's a bridge back in Mobile that has a urban legend around it. It's called Crybaby Bridge, and I think it was like a mother threw the baby off to the side of the bridge to kill the baby or some shit like that. And if you go there late at night, maybe at a certain hour or some shit,
No, it was
you
from...
can hear the baby cry.
Wasn't it from the guy who threw, like, his 4 children off the bridge?
No, that's why this is no.
Or was it something
This
before
is
that?
not, yes, it's
Or
back
was
when
it
I was a kid. You know, we hadn't been together, that long.
Yeah, I didn't know you till you were
That's why I said
a big
that,
child.
Even how accurate that statement is, I don't want to hear your shit. So anyway, yeah, that was the actual Dolphin Island thing. The guy actually killed his children.
Yeah.
That fucking piece
I thought
of shit.
that's
No,
where that
that's
came
not-
from.
no.
But it was there was something before
Oh my God, yes.
that too.
Way before that.
Oh, okay.
That was a real event. This is why it's called folklore,
urban
myth,
legend.
and legends. It's not fucking real life. We're not trying to talk about that shit. I hope that bastard's burning in hell.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
But yeah, that was the urban legend. Yeah, you go there at night and you can hear the fucking baby cry if it's quiet enough. You be like, what the fuck is that? And I went to the damn bridge. I think Nathan went to the bridge. I didn't hear no baby cry. What else you got on the list over there? Because we're gonna get to some local Louisiana shit here in a minute. For all of you listeners who don't know, look up the Rougarou because that's one of the things we're gonna talk about.
The Colander lie detector. A story originating in the 1960s about a group of police or army investigators who would hook up a colander to a photocopier and then place it on a suspect's head. Should the suspect give an answer the investigators found unreliable, they would make the photocopier printer paper out that said he's lying.
Like a plastic, like noodle strainer,
Yeah.
like,
That's
or was
funny.
it one of
Maybe
the
it was a
metal one?
I guess. I don't know.
They just tried to prey on the fucking stupidity of the motherfucker.
And there's a lot of stupid people out there.
Hit print.
Yeah.
He's lying. We know it. Just keep hitting print. He's lying. He's lying.
And then everybody
a
knows
fucking
about
kitchen utensil.
chupacabra.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mexican
Yeah.
dog, rat, vampire thingamajig.
Chupacabra.
I don't know what that thing is.
Does it have anything in there about the skinwalkers?
I don't know. I'm only in C. Let's see.
Oh my gosh. They have it alphabetical.
Oh, yeah, no. There's a shocking amount of them. I mean,
Well, no wonder there's a shocking amount of urban legend movies. Oh, wait. No, there isn't. There's only one. I was thinking Final Destination.
There's
That's not an
a
urban
bunch of urban legend movies. We just talked about the Rougarou has its own movie.
It
What was
does.
it?
Yeah.
Skinwalker.
Skinwalker, the Legend of Rougarou.
The Legend of Rougarou.
Oh, Howl of the Rougarou.
Howl the Rougarou.
Howl.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Now I want to see it. I mean, it got 6.5 out of 10
I
from
was stunned
IMDb.
by that.
I mean, it might be okay. It
Oh,
can't
it's
be.
probably really embarrassing.
It can't be any worse than Captain America: Brave New World.
I haven't seen that.
You're probably better off not seeing it.
I heard it was not great.
It's not. And it's,
Okay, I'm being somewhat disingenuous when I say it was not great.
I mean,
It-
I feel
it was
like
not.
I feel like everything that's come out from Marvel since basically the Infinity War saga is garbage aside from Deadpool movies.
Phil Spiderman was good.
Phil Spider-Man is good. Deadpool is good, but anything Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
Doctor Strange was good.
The shows WandaVision, Loki,
Yep.
Hawkeye, those were good.
Yep.
Even this the one with Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, here's a creepy one.
Oh, the Black Widow movie.
Black Widow movie was good. Yeah.
They really, I think they fucked her on that one.
I thought it was good.
No, I mean that should have been before Endgame.
Oh, I agree.
But I mean that was the whole COVID thing, or not COVID? Was it COVID?
Well, no, it might have been COVID, but
There was something that
her sister was in the blip, so it had to have been after Endgame. But the way that it played out, where she was running, it was after Sokovia, before the Sokovia War, before the Sokovia whatevers. So it was kind of confusing.
Yeah, I mean it could have came. It could have came after Infinity Wars. Should have been Infinity Wars, the Black Widow movie, then Endgame.
But her sister was in the blip.
And the blip happened in Infinity War.
I know, but Endgame was when everyone came back.
Yeah. They fucked that up.
I mean, do you really think that would prevent somebody from just basically throwing out all of the storyline and recreating the storyline?
I mean, they could have just changed something. I don't know. I just think she got screwed on that because it was like, okay, this is great for your backstory, but we know you're going to die, girl. So, I don't know. That's not a
Well,
myth. That's not
squirrel.
a myth. That's not a myth, urban legend, or...
Okay.
We digress.
Yeah. I'll talk about the MCU
Here's-
all day.
Here's a creepy one from Japan.
Is it The Forest?
No, it's not the forest.
Okay.
Tiki Tiki, a ghost of a young woman or a schoolgirl who was tied to a railway line by bullies, resulted in her body being cut in half by a train. She's an onryo, I don't know, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly, or a vengeful spirit who lurks around urban areas and train stations at night. Since she no longer has lowered extremities, she travels either on her hands or elbows, dragging her upper torso along and making a scratching tiki-tiki-like sound. If she encounters a potential victim, she will chase them and slice them in half in the torso with a scythe or other weapon.
Good
Oh,
Lord.
that's creepy.
So, yeah, don't go to train yards in Japan.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how I heard that.
That's what I took from
Yeah.
that.
Probably a
Don't-
good tip.
Yeah.
Okay. No train tracks in Japan.
In Japan.
In Japan.
Did it say a city? What city was it?
No, it didn't.
No.
It said urban areas.
Oh, urban areas.
There are a lot of urban areas in Japan.
So the little girl can be anywhere, just chopping people up.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the chick from The Ring. And she like,
Oh, she come out of the TV or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
You think urban legends and myths and shit like that are kind of a bad thing? Maybe people will start. Maybe some fucked up in the head person will see it and be like, "Man, I can recreate that and really fuck people up."
I think that
Lead
people
this-
that are fucked up in the head don't need anything like that to prompt them to do
prompt them
things.
to do things.
Yeah.
That's just
Kind of
one
like-
more.
like-
That's just like
Yeah.
an extra step. They're like, okay, now you're just being extra. I'm already fucked up. I don't need. That's just extra.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like a copycat killer kind of scenario. It's like, oh, I can do that and do better, or just inspire them to.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
Except grow hair.
No, I can grow hair better than you. We've already covered this in some previous podcasts.
Actually, what little hair I have grows better than yours, I think. I got to get a haircut. I mean, in one spot, it grows great.
Oh, I should have gotten it cut weeks ago, but I'm just,
Lazy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I freely admit that.
Yeah, I am too. That's the reason I had
I'd be
Nathan.
sitting at home and go, Joe, you should go get a haircut. Like, no.
I'm good.
Let me log back into Diablo.
That's not like that's not like having to go cut the yard or some shit. It's just like it's a fucking haircut.
I understand that.
You like the girl rubbing her boobies on you anyway.
I do,
All right.
So,
What barber do you go to? That's where I'm.
what is the name of the place that I go to? Hang on, I'll tell you.
No, shit. We're getting sidetracked again.
Yeah, and we digressed again.
We did it. Squirrel.
Just for him haircuts.
Just for him haircuts. I heard that.
And they offer you alcohol.
Oh, shit. I do need to go.
I had a lavender mimosa this morning before my facial, and it was phenomenal.
Lavender mimosa.
A lavender mimosa.
Is it just what it sounds like?
Yeah, it's obviously champagne and has some sort of a lavender mix with it, and it is it is to die for. It's so good.
Okay, then.
I have to put that on the list of things to possibly check out.
All right.
All right, so where are we at?
Okay. So hang on. Let me see if obviously.
Skinwalkers.
No, I couldn't find anything.
You
on
couldn't find
Skinwalker,
anything
no.
on Skinwalkers?
Let me see. Control F.
Well, tell us what skinwalkers are, because I don't really know.
So the Skinwalkers are, there's this place called Skinwalker Ranch in...
Well, that popped up on my feed the other day.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, didn't you watch? You've watched multiple.
I've watched multiple like
Yeah.
ghost adventures and stuff about the Skinwalkers. There's a ton of documentaries about Skinwalker Ranch where they've seen these Skinwalkers, and it literally is like what you would expect.
It's Navajo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that one's been a big one. That's been.
So what are they supposed to look like?
That's just it. They're mythological beings in Navajo culture considered malevolent witches with the ability to shapeshift into animals, often described as taking the form of wolves, coyotes, or other creatures. Is it coyote or coyote?
I say coyote.
Yeah, coyote.
Okay.
Coyote.
They are believed to use their abilities for evil purposes, such as causing harm, spreading illness, or inflicting misfortune on others. They sound like they'd be chaotic evil.
They sound like they'd be Democrats.
I don't know where.
Ouch!
I can't.
Wow.
I can't remember where Skinwalker Ranch is. It's like either in like Nevada. I think it's in Nevada.
Okay.
But there's been multiple sightings of these so-called skinwalkers and stuff, and they're actually quite terrifying when you think about it. When you watch it and you talk about it, it's quite terrifying.
It's not real terrifying whenever I hear it, because every time you say it, I think Skywalker and go straight to Star Wars. I'm just like, Skinwalker don't mean shit to me. Skywalker. Get my fucking lightsaber out and chop that bitch up.
But what if you meet Darth Vader?
Darth Vader is a bitch.
Right.
How many times has he gotten his ass whooped? He's fucking one, like, even in the Clone Wars and the cartoons, he always got his ass whooped.
I can only recall 2 times in movies when it happened.
Lost to Obi-Wan twice. Three times, really.
3 times.
If you want to count Obi-Wan just saying, the original Star Wars, he's like, yeah, just go ahead and strike me down. I don't give a shit. And he let him fucking chop him up. And then he disappeared. Darth walks over there and stomps on the cloak. He's like, what the fuck just happened? Because it blew his
But
mind.
that's only the second time. When did he kick his ass the third time?
He beat him in the third film.
Yeah, he cut off his legs, or his legs got burned off and all.
Yep. He beat him in the TV show Obi-Wan.
Ooh.
Obi-Wan whooped his ass.
Did I see that?
Like, that was the whole show is worth watching just to see Obi-Wan and Darth fight, because that was an awesome scene.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was.
Even
Yeah,
though
it
the
was.
little girl on there is annoying, but I don't remember Leia ever acting like that. So I don't know why they made her like a little brat in the TV show, but whatever.
Because ratings.
That ran people off. Like, I was like, this girl needs to. Who wrote that? Stop.
You're not like the audience they're looking for.
Well, we can definitely tell what audience they're looking for.
Skinwalkers seem really creepy.
Right?
You're just going down the rabbit hole over there.
Glad I'm not Navajo. I'll stick to my Rougarou.
You're just a hoe.
Yeah. Actually, not so
I think
much now.
I think the Rougarou is like the equivalent to a skinwalker.
Well, it's actually what it is a Cajun werewolf. Is really what it is.
Right.
Yeah, I looked it up earlier. So the Rougarou in Louisiana, a Rougarou also, that doesn't matter, is a mythical creature from Cajun folklore similar to a werewolf. It's described as a humanoid that can transform into a wolf or dog-like creature, often prowling the swamps and bayous at night. The Rougarou is often depicted as a terrifying beast, sometimes with glowing red eyes and sharp teeth.
Yeah, that's terrifying. If you see that in the swamp in itself is just terrifying because of the snakes and the alligators and shit like that. But
It's totally
then you're
fine
like,
around here.
all of a sudden you see something with red glowing eyes and looks like a fucking werewolf that's like 6 feet, 7 feet tall and coming at you with fangs. I would be like terrified.
Well, I mean, that's the reason you don't go in the swamps without a gun.
Well, that's the reason why I just don't go out in the swamps.
You should. Fair enough. You should be in the fucking woods whenever those fucking owls start screaming that sound like women and small children.
What?
Or it sounds like small children being murdered.
Yeah. There's an owl that screams. Look up that up. See what it kind of owl.
That's not a myth.
No, that's a legit thing.
That's a legit thing.
Yeah, it's the owl screams and it sounds like small children or women.
What is it trying to do?
It's just the sound that it makes.
It's a screech owl.
There it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and now you hear that shit when you're going duck hunting, which I heard. Yeah,
You think somebody just shot a child?
I know. I was like, whoa.
And wasn't effective in killing it.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
You winged it. That's all that happened.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
made it mad.
Yeah, that's
Like Mongo.
Cause see, like I don't care. I don't care about I don't believe in none of this shit.
I mean,
I don't believe in the
know if
skinwalkers or the Rougarou. I don't believe in none of this
Of course
shit.
not. It's
I'm
all
not- it's all
folklore.
Yeah, but I mean the
Folklore, but I'm
fucking
not-
the screeching owl though.
I'm not going to say that any of this folklore is garbage because it's sort of like
It's fun.
it's fun
Yes.
to think about. And, you know, whatever people say, sure, take it with a grain of salt. But if some people are like, I actually had an experience, and then it's like, okay, well, I can kind of believe it, but I kind of don't. And
Okay, I have something along those lines. A personal story.
Oh, something that actually happened.
Yes.
Oh, all right. What you got?
Oh.
Okay, years ago, and I think he's my second cousin. He owned the Myrtles Plantation in St. Francisville.
Ooh, that's a creepy place.
It's registered like one of the
One
10
of the
most haunted
scariest places,
locations
yeah.
in the country.
Yeah, yeah. I've
So-
wanted to go see that place, to be quite honest. I think it would be super cool.
So not long after he bought it, he invited family to come up and stay and visit. And I went up.
Reluctantly?
No,
or-
I didn't really know anything about it at the time.
Oh, okay.
So spent the night, kept hearing a baby crying. Got up in the morning. I was like, John L., well, who's here with a kid? He's like, nobody. I'm like, well, I heard a baby crying all night. He's like, oh, yeah. I'm like,
What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Like normal. Like, cool. It's just the
he's
wood
like, yeah,
cracking.
that was the ghost. I was like, what? He's like, oh, yeah. The Myrtles is haunted, like really haunted.
Yeah. Myrtles is like,
was like, what?
legit one of the
And
most
this is
haunted
before
places.
cell phones and all, before you could just go, oh, bam, 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 bam. Oh, shit, look at that. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
God. No, I was like, Janelle, thanks very much for the invite, but
I got to go.
I'm going home.
Did you go home?
Hell yeah, I went home.
Like, was it like loud baby cry? Like a
No, but you heard it.
and it was enough to wake you up and be like, whose baby is that?
Yeah.
Who's baby?
You got to remember it's in St. Francisville.
Yeah.
It was out in the middle of I
Nowhere.
won't say the middle
Well,
of nowhere, but I
yeah.
mean, it's quiet. It's not in downtown St. Francisville.
Right.
So
It's not where like somebody would just be walking by with
Correct.
a crying baby.
Yes. So, and he was so cavalier about it. Oh, yeah, it's a ghost.
Yeah. He ended up selling that place because I don't think
No, he doesn't own it anymore.
he doesn't own it anymore.
Well, I think he's deceased now. I haven't, I mean, he was significantly older than I was.
Oh, okay.
He was older, I think, than my oldest siblings were.
Oh, okay.
You sure he wasn't just fucking with you? Like a tape recorder or something playing?
No, you'd have to know John L. to know that
No.
that wasn't the kind of person he was.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. That wasn't the kind of person.
No, but
he was.
that place does have like a that it does
That was
have
kind of cool.
it does have a huge history of it being like one of the most haunted places ever.
Oh yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and what is it again? Myrtle Grove?
The Myrtles Plantation in St. Francisville.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Myrtles.
I think even the Ghost Adventures had a thing there too.
Probably.
And there's like a picture, if I'm remembering the same thing correctly. There was somebody was doing a tour through there or whatever, and they took a picture of some mirror, and the reflection in the mirror wasn't them. It was like another woman that had like plantation type garments on.
Antebellum.
Yeah. And it was like clearly very clear that it wasn't the chick who was taking the picture. And it was like, okay, that's weird.
We can go stay there.
I know.
Yeah, it's a bed and breakfast.
It's a bed and, yeah.
I think it was when John L. lived there.
I I think it would be fucking
He actually
cool
owned
as shit.
He owned a plantation on Highland Road in Baton Rouge. And I don't know if he sold that one and bought the myrtles or there was kind of a trade-off deal or whatever, but he liked living in plantations.
It kind of would remind me of like when we stayed at the Occidental in Buffalo, Wyoming.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
That hotel was awesome.
Yeah.
Was it haunted?
It's known to be haunted, and
Supposed to have been.
I felt like it was definitely haunted because I got sick when I was there.
Let's see. The Myrtles. What's the story behind the Myrtles Plantation? Francisville, Louisiana, built in 1796 by General David Bradford. In the early history of the property, it was worked by enslaved people. It is reportedly a haunted place and has been featured in television. The Myrtles Plantation has been listed on the National Register of Historic Places since 1978.
Yeah, I mean, it's an old, historic old house.
Yeah, I'm seeing the pictures of it. Yeah, we should go bed and breakfast there.
I would love it.
Oh, you would?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, maybe we'll go there.
100%. I would love it.
Magnolia Mound, that was the name of the plantation that he owned before he bought the myrtles. And it's funny because now it's like, well, my sister had a wedding there, but
I
it
mean,
was
it's
really
gorgeous.
just a place
It's a
John L.
beautiful
lived.
place.
Magnolia Mound or the Myrtles?
Oh, I guess either one.
Yeah, they both are.
Yeah.
Isn't there some haunted place out by the Angola prison?
Well, I mean, they've killed enough people at Angola. So.
No, not at Angola. We've been to the Angola rodeo.
That was
but
fun.
there was I thought there was a haunted place that was near that.
There might be. And I am vaguely remembering what you're talking about.
Yeah, because we rode by it.
'Cause
It
we
was like,
rode
that
by
looked cool,
it.
and then it was some kind of weird
Yeah.
plantation breakfast, something other.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Angola rodeo. That shit was so
That was
so
it
much
was
fun.
scary. It was super scary. I'm not even gonna lie.
Why? Because they're all prisoners.
Yeah, and you're literally like walking through the prison, and the prisoners are right there. Not that there's barriers and shit to keep you
Well, they
from
don't-
them, but I mean,
They don't let the murderers and rapists actually build
No,
stuff. It's
but-
the low crime people
but I
or
was
whatever.
so blown away at like the stuff that they were selling.
Their
that
craftsmanship?
the craftsmanship that these
Yeah.
guys did. Like some of that stuff was fucking phenomenal. And if it hadn't been so expensive, I probably would have bought something.
Oh yeah.
Because there was a lot of stuff that was just phenomenally done. And I was just like, they built this? Like, this
Yeah.
is
Have you been?
amazing.
I've been to the rodeo, yes.
Have you? All right.
Long time ago.
And
well,
you're-
actually, Kim's first boyfriend clowned there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like as like a rodeo
Yeah.
clown or whatever.
He originally was, well, okay, so.
Was he a prisoner?
I didn't know. No.
He's
No.
in jail.
John Brown, the rodeo clown. He was, so originally he was a bullfighter. And I didn't realize this. I thought all of them referred to as clowns, but they're not. Bullfighters are the ones that keep, wow, we're really off topic, aren't we?
We
But
are
anyway,
really
bullfighters are the ones that keep the riders safe
once
Yeah.
they get
once
bumped
they get off the bull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have bullfighters, barrel men, and that's what they specialize in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So when John Brown was a younger man, he was a bullfighter, and then as he got older, he realized, hey, that's a young man's sport.
Yep.
And so then he transitioned into being a clown, and he had like a donkey and a dog, and they would go out in between things and do all kinds of tricks. And he had a blue heeler that was so well trained, it was, I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah, blue heelers are good.
Blue heelers are good dogs.
Yeah, because you know that's what George Rodriguez painted. That's what the blue dog was.
We used to have a blue heeler
Yeah, we did.
pistol, and he died not too long ago.
Yeah, a few years ago.
Shout
Very
out.
high energy dogs.
Oh yeah, shout out to Brittany and Trevor.
Okay,
All right, anyway, back.
Back.
Let's go back. All right, so we're talking about the Rougarou. I just think that it's funny because that's just some shit back in the day that parents used to keep their kids in check,
sure.
scare them and shit.
What I think is,
Because I mean, you know, if you go to every time you go on like a Louisiana hunting thing or whatever it is, it always says, make sure you know what you're shooting at, because people think they think bears are hogs when they first see them, and they just start shooting bears and all kind of wild shit. So it's always know what you're shooting at kind of thing. And I just think people just I saw
know
the
your
Ru-
target and what's beyond
yeah,
it.
Yeah, it's like, I saw
mean, that's
Rougarou.
just-
And it's like, no, you didn't. You saw
A bear standing up.
because it's like, didn't I show you that video of the bear walking on two legs?
Yeah.
Front paws were fucked up or some shit, so he never walked on his front ones because they were broke.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just walking around and everybody's like, oh, it's Bigfoot. It's like, no, fool, it's a bear.
It's a bear.
So here's what I find interesting when I was going through all of this, the list of urban legends is how similar themes keep appearing. For example, Rougarou is a werewolf
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes, right?
Yeah.
And then any number of cultures have
Oh,
The doggos.
any number of cultures have a myth that is very similar to that.
yeah.
So here's what I wonder. Is it just a bunch of cultures that are spontaneously creating this? Or is there, like, for lack of a better term, cross-contamination somewhere?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think it's because, I don't know, that would be going down the route of just saying, like, oh, it's got to be real because it's fucking everywhere. And it's just like, no, somebody heard about
Yeah.
it. You know, that shit slowly got around, like, back in the sailing days, you know. Oh, I saw a Rougarou in the United States that I just came from, and it took me 3 months to get across there. They're like, what's a Rougarou? It's like a werewolf. And then they run into them. There's werewolves in America. I'm like, oh, God, get the fuck out of here.
So I'm inclined to agree with you in that respect. I think that when you look at the different cultures and the things that, well, like that tiki I said, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't there there's an urban legend in the United States, Bloody Mary or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Red rum.
Yeah.
No, Bloody Mary, where you say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror in the dark, and then you turn the lights on, and you're supposed to see Bloody Mary in the
Oh,
Mirror.
oh,
You know?
the red rum is
Red Rum is from
That's from
The Shining.
The Shining.
is that
That's
what
just
from?
murder spelled backwards.
Backward, yeah. But it's
not-
it's the same thing like red Bloody Mary, I
Red
guess.
Rob.
It's not really that's not really an urban legend. It's just like the
You got to
creepy
do the finger too, though.
Yeah,
Red Rob.
The creepy children in The Shining
is that
when they're on the little
It's from The
tricycles.
Shining.
Is that what
when
that's
they're
from?
on the tricycles in the hallway that's like never ending, and they just come at you and they're like red rum, red rum.
Have you not seen The Shining?
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
a great movie.
If
Jack
I seen
Nicholson.
it was once.
Here's Johnny.
Oh, jeez.
It's actually quite scary. It's Stephen King. So
Well,
if
because
you're a
it's-
fan of Stephen King, it's phenomenal.
It has some, well, I say it has supernatural themes in it, but
It's all very psychological.
that's what I think too.
Yeah.
I think that was all inside his head.
It is. It was. That's what my conclusion was. Is that was all in his head.
Yeah.
And whatever was going on at that hotel was messing with him psychologically, and he was seeing all of these things, like the what was it, the wave of blood or whatever that came. Yeah.
And the bartender.
And the bartender. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a great movie.
I mean, I liked what I saw whenever I watched Ready Player One.
It's not really a psychological thriller.
Hey, it had that movie in there.
Okay.
They showed the red wave. They showed the creepy.
Oh,
little
did they
chil-
really?
Oh, okay.
You don't remember Ready Player One?
I've seen it like
I'd love
10
that.
or 15 years ago.
I fucking love
I
that
remember
movie.
enjoying, I enjoyed the movie, but I've only seen bits and pieces of it since then. You know, I remember the Iron Giant was in it.
Yep. Oh, shit, everything was in it.
Everything was in it.
Yeah, Halo, Pac-Man, it did
Yeah.
fucking all that shit was in there. Such a good movie. I don't care what anybody says.
All right, so Rougarou, we decided it's just a werewolf, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we're in agreement on that.
A werewolf by another name,
By a Southern Louisiana name.
which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, there's a movie called Le Pacte des Loups or Brotherhood of the Wolf. It's French.
No.
I know, right?
No.
It's good though. It's a very good movie. If you get a chance to watch it, it's available in English or French. I hate watching foreign movies in
I don't do
English
subtitles.
because the lips don't match and it drives me berserk. You know, but there is an English dubbed version. I just watch the French version and read the subtitles. I watch enough anime so reading subtitles doesn't faze me even a little bit.
It drives me nuts. She turns on subtitles are on the movie back there, and it just drives me nuts. Because I catch myself reading the subtitles more than I do watching the movie. And she just likes to have them on just for like that one word she may have missed when they were talking. I'm just like, what the fuck? Turn this shit off. Fuck.
Yeah, see, it doesn't faze me, you know?
But you don't actually believe in werewolves, though, right?
God, no.
Okay.
No.
No, I was just making sure because you just said werewolf. Rougarou is a werewolf by another name. I just wanted to make sure you didn't believe in werewolves.
And that movie is not about werewolves either, but it's still a good movie.
Maybe we could redo the Rougarou. We could be Louisiana Rougarou in Baton Rouge, just like the American Werewolf in London.
There you go.
We just redo it, and make our own movie.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit! Now I've set in an idea. We don't know anything about filmmaking, but I mean, maybe we could make one, and it would be shit. What do they call like Boondocks, a cult classic? There it is.
Oh well,
we can make one.
Boondock Saints is a cult classic.
Yeah, because it never did. Because
it was not a commercial success.
Well, no, it didn't come out because that's when the Columbine happened, and they pulled it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
What they say it was too violent?
Well, I mean, it was right at Columbine, so I mean, that was the school shooting and shit. So they were like, "No, we're not putting that shit out." Yeah.
It's supposed to take place. No, it doesn't take place.
No, it's just that it was about violence and shit and guns and everything. So
lots of movies were about guns and violence and
yeah, but I mean, Columbine doesn't happen all the time. So when Columbine happened, they were just like, yeah, we're not going to do that right now. And then I think it may have gotten released, but it didn't do well. And then it became a cult classic once everybody caught on.
You know what I remember most about Columbine was there was a woman that was interviewing people afterwards, and she was talking about the trench coat mafia and
oh yeah,
and how they wore all black. And there was it's probably a middle-aged gentleman, and he goes, "What's wrong with black? Johnny Cash wore black." I was like, snap.
Yep.
There you go.
The man in black.
The man in black.
That's it.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. All right. So
we're gonna talk about another.
We're gonna talk about Bigfoot.
Cool.
Is he real?
Cool. That means we're gonna talk about the Honey Island swamp monster.
Again, probably another rumor, just like
the Rougarou.
Yeah, just like Bigfoot.
See, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like James, that was here for one of the podcasts, he keeps diving into the Honey Island swamp monster, and I still get messages from him, and I'm like, dude, seriously, come on. I mean, it's not Bigfoot, dude. It's not. I don't believe in Bigfoot, but let's see. The Honey Island swamp monster is a legendary creature similar to Bigfoot, said to inhabit the Honey Island swamp in Louisiana. It's part of local folklore with descriptions often including 7-foot-tall, hairy, ape-like creature with glowing eyes. While some consider it a hoax, others believe it's an undiscovered species or a product of local legends.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm going to go back to my bear thing. What if it was just you saw a bear that got his front paws or just happened to be like scratching a tree and trying to get something. He just turned around and looked at you and just kept his paws up. It's like, oh, it's Bigfoot. And they ran like a bitch, and it was just a fucking black bear.
Here you go. You ready? This goes back to what we were talking about. Where does it come from? Right? So regional and other names for Bigfoot. So many regions throughout North America have differentiating names for Bigfoot. In Canada, the name Sasquatch is widely used.
Yep.
United States uses both Sasquatch and Bigfoot. Skunk ape in Florida and southern states, the Ohio grassman in Ohio, the Fouk monster in Arkansas.
The Fouk monster?
Yeah, spelled Fouke. I assume that's pronounced Fouk.
That's what I'm going with. This is the Fouk monster.
The wood booger.
That's my favorite.
In Virginia. The monster of Whitehall in Whitehall, New York. Momo in Missouri. The Honey Island swamp monster in Louisiana.
Yeah.
The Dewey Lake monster in Michigan. The Mogollon monster in Arizona.
Mogollon.
The Big Muddy monster in southern Illinois. And the Old Men of the Mountain in West Virginia.
What about Yeti? Or is that not?
That's not anywhere included in it.
Well, then what's a
Don't
Yeti?
people call
I know.
Bigfoot
I thought it was
Yeti?
the same thing.
I thought so too. Maybe that's something different.
Oh, it's a cooler.
Well, I know that.
Apparently, Yeti is used in Asia.
In Asia. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I guess I should keep this up.
There you go.
That'll be up now. You know what else they called Sasquatch, don't you?
What?
A woman's bush in the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank God that trend went away.
Oh my God! It's so glad that went away. Ugh.
I don't miss that at all. Not even a little bit.
Let's see. Oh, I had something else about the honey.
So do you believe in Bigfoot?
No. And that's what here legend. I actually had this too. So let's see.
My feeling is if there was such a thing, somebody would have killed
Yeah.
one by now.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we kill everything on the planet.
Yeah. I mean, I know they got. I know there's still stuff. They're like, hey, we found this new species of fish or some shit.
That was really an old species of fish, yeah.
Yeah, but
But that's not an 8 foot tall.
no, yeah, but I mean,
Biped mammal.
Yeah, but the ocean, I understand because there's pressures in the bottom of the ocean we can't hardly withstand. Go ask the
And
Titan submersible.
70% of the planet is covered in water.
Yeah. So let's see. Legends. So this is on the Honey Island swamp monster. The monster is associated with both Native American and Cajun folklore, with stories dating back centuries. One popular legend suggests its offspring of escaped circus chimpanzees that mated with alligators after a train wreck.
That sounds super dangerous.
I mean, could you imagine stomping through the swamps, doing whatever you're doing? You look over and you see on a fucking alligator.
On an alligator.
Like, what the fuck, man?
So the alligator, how would that even? That's not even possible because I'm just like going into like the biology of it, and I'm like, okay, so a chimpanzee is.
Well, the first thing you'd have to know is where the fuck is a lady alligator's vagina at?
Well, and not
Where's
just
her hole?
that, but
You know what I mean? Like, where's the
alligators-
hole?
They're not primates.
I mean,
they
we're
lay
the-
eggs.
Exactly, alligators lay eggs. So how would that even work?
Yeah, how'd the monkey get there? And then footprints. Let's see. Harlan Ford, apparently Harlan Ford, famously reported finding and casting large four-toed footprints that he believed belonged to the creature. These casts were analyzed by wildlife officials who couldn't link them to any known animal.
So apparently the Cajuns have a different name for it. It's in French. I'm going to butcher this, I feel certain. La Bête Noire.
That's
Which
better
I
not.
don't-
Little night baby.
Yeah.
Whoa, good job.
I mean, I know a little bit.
Where's our French friend at? Get that bitch back.
I know, right?
Chauncey, where you at, punk? He's supposed to come back.
Oh, apparently La Bête Noire is also a food of some kind.
People eat small babies at night.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, how is that
Yikes.
correlating? I just got very uncomfortable
The Black
with this
Beast.
The black beast.
Yes.
Well, noir black, but they said, bete,
Yes.
not
B-E-T-E.
bebe.
No, Bete.
Bete,
Yes.
beast.
one. Bebe's
The Black
kids.
Beast. There you go. La Bête Noire.
Bebe's kids. What else we got? So we don't think
Yeah.
Honey Island swamp monsters real either.
I think it's what you said. Somebody saw a bear or something,
And it just became like a thing.
I do find that video that somebody had. It was that black and white with something tromping through the woods.
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old
The
video.
old one,
yeah.
yeah. And I can't help but think that two rednecks said, like, yeah, let's make this thing. It's going to be great, man. Let me get a big suit. And I'm going to run through the woods, and you're going to shoot me with that 8mm camera.
Yeah, and the funny thing is they've analyzed that video so much, and it comes to the point it's like, guys, I don't care how you fucking analyze it, it's not fucking real.
Mm-hmm.
Bigfoot's not stomping around anywhere.
Again, like you said, if there really were that many Bigfoot, because there's so many sightings, somebody would have shot it and killed it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like they say the hunters are out there and they see it. Well, then why didn't you shoot it?
Or take your camera phone out. Everybody's like, oh, I saw it. Well, why didn't you get a video?
Yeah, they
And then
say
it's-
they
and then
see
it-
it, but
and
they
then
have
it's
no
always-
proof that they've seen
Yeah.
it.
Comparatively, camera phones are a recent invention.
Well, I mean, I know that, but I
But-
mean, they're still quote unquote sightings. So
oh, no, I agree.
why didn't you pull your fucking phone out?
I think more importantly is what Tammy said is like somebody would have killed this thing by now.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
right. And
Well, no.
they would have brought it back and they would have been like, I have proof. Here it is. And it would have been a completely different species.
I think one of the things James said when he was here, or one of our...
He believes in Bigfoot, doesn't he?
He does. Very much so. And he also believes in the Honey Island Swamp Monster. But there's also...
And he also believes in the flat earth.
Yes. I don't know. I may have gotten him convinced.
Oh, I think you might have rocked his world.
Yeah. He hadn't come back with... I think he sent one other thing about flat earth since then, and he hasn't come back and talked about it. And I've even talked to him again.
I think you rocked his world with that
Yeah.
that representation of Japan and attacking Pearl Harbor.
Oh, no. It was the...
This one way in the northern hemisphere.
Constellations, the stars.
What was the guy? Professor Dave.
Professor Dave.
But I find the Japanese thing
Oh, yeah. That was fucking...
just as plausible.
Yeah.
Super hilarious.
Yeah.
They fucking had to fly from Japan all the way around.
South of Africa, south of South America.
Come back up on the backside.
So basically they had to transit like 28,000 miles.
Yeah. And then make it back.
And then make it back.
Yeah.
In 2 days.
Yeah. So anyway, his Bigfoot thing, because I've talked to him about it before, is the only way to kill him is to shoot him in the eye because their skin is so thick.
Well, that's...
It's like, I'm pretty sure the toughest the toughest skin on an animal is what?
Alligator.
Alligator.
Maybe a rhino.
I was thinking rhino.
Like,
Yeah.
they're just
That's what I was
walking
thinking.
around in
or
that
a
type
tortoise
of skin.
or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
They-
you
they-
could shoot a tortoise. You can shoot through the shell of a turtle.
they shoot fucking alligators. If you watch
Oh yeah, they don't
Swamp
even
People,
use
it's a 22
use
Magnum.
big pistols. Yeah,
But they shoot
22
him. They
Magnum.
shoot him in the head. If you try to shoot him in the body, it's not going to do anything.
well, that's because
Sure.
that round doesn't do a whole lot.
It doesn't
of damage.
penetrate. Yeah.
No, that's not the problem. It'll go right into them. Alligators, by the way, you should go to the hatchery if you want to learn a lot about alligators.
Or just go fishing with me.
Well, but they have presentations and they talk about like why alligators are no longer on their endangered species list and all this stuff.
Oh,
Because of hatcheries. The state of Louisiana, I think, and whoever the federal entity is that does wildlife and fisheries, got together and they said, you guys need to go out and raid alligator nests and take all the eggs and then incubate them and then raise the alligators until they get to be about 5 feet long and then release them back into the wild. Because what they found out was that 97% of the eggs
get eaten.
never made it to maturity.
Yeah.
So they were being overhunted. And so then the alligators never were able to come back from that.
Yeah.
Now they're everywhere.
So when they,
Well, like got alligator season.
so what happened was that with the hatcheries, and the interesting thing about it is now the government tells them, okay, you need to release 25% of the eggs that you harvested from the nest. And then they'll release 25% when they get up to like 5 feet. And the rest of them, they use to harvest for meat and leather and whatnot. So there's not nearly as much pressure on the wild alligators to be harvested as there used to be, because now, well, I mean, is it simpler to just go into a hatchery and go, pow, poof, I got a 5 foot gator. Let me skin it out.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it was just over harvesting and shit like that.
Correct.
I mean,
But
it's just like buffalo.
Yeah. By doing that, I mean, they brought the alligator back to where now, yeah, you can, I mean, getting and out tags for alligators is an easy thing.
Yeah. I think I missed the lottery too.
Well,
I wanted to put in for
try
that.
next year,
Yeah. I want to put in for that shit.
so.
Let's see. Let's talk about some
Nessie.
Nessie. How about the fou foulet?
The fou-foulet.
How would you say FEU?
God, my French is so bad. I would think it'd be faux.
Babe, how would you pronounce FEU? FEU.
FEU. Few?
Fou foulet. FOLLET is the second word. A mischievous glowing light that appears over swamps and marshes, often described as will-o'-the-wisps.
Oh, yeah.
Will-o'-wisp?
Faux means fire.
Oh, okay. It is said to lure travelers off their paths, sometimes towards danger. It's also associated with the idea of buried treasure. We talked about the Honey Island Swamp Monster. How about the Casket Girls? Let me know if you've ever heard of any of these.
I've never heard of the Casket Girl.
I haven't
A
either.
legend related to the early colonization of New Orleans, where young French women arrived with their belongings in chest.
And
That's all that it says.
what they just walk around with big luggage? I mean,
They just had big chests, apparently.
The Casket Girls?
Yeah, the Casket Girls. The immortal...
It's spelled
Compote de Saint...
Cascuette?
No, just Casket girls. The immortal Compote de Saint Germain, an alchemist who claimed to be 1,000 years old and to have invented the elixir of eternal life. And then Pierre Malfit, the Cajun boogeyman figure often associated with the swamps. Why is everything fucking related to the swamps? I know we're in southern Louisiana. I know we're in southern Louisiana and it's mostly swamps, but I mean,
that's why.
Why don't you ever see anything going down the goddamn highway? What about fucking...
because they're scared
County
of cars.
County Road 31 over there. Why the fuck won't they walk down that goddamn thing? Alligators fucking do that shit all the time and get fucking run over. So why can't these damn folk legend motherfuckers do the same? You figured all the Bigfoot would have a meeting and they'd just be like, all right, guys, look, we just need to come out.
I mean, right?
Fred, you're going to go, okay, you're going to walk over there and just go knock on the door. And if they shoot you, we'll get revenge on them for you. But we just need to come out. That's all that it is.
It's time to let our species be known.
Apparently, Casket Girls are associated with vampires.
Oh, is that what that is? I was like, what is it?
And
like
New Orleans has a long history of vampires.
They do.
Oh,
Yeah.
and witchcraft.
Yeah.
And,
Lots of witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
All
the voodoo.
Yeah, all the
voodoo that you do.
When you do. That's some dangerous shit. Oh,
Literally.
I've never heard of the faux fillet. I'd never heard of that story.
Yeah. So what is did you hear of when you were growing up? Did you hear of anything that we haven't talked about yet?
No.
So just the Bigfoot or
And
Rougarou and.
So here's the funny thing about that, right? So, I mean, my dad was one of his grandmothers didn't even speak English. So, she only spoke Cajun French.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, my dad he was a true coon-ass. He was from, oh God, where? Let me think for a minute. On the other side of the river, in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans.
That leaves a lot of places.
No, well, actually, it doesn't leave that many places. If you've been on the West Bank between New Orleans and Baton Rouge, maybe Plaquemine. Yeah, I mean, might be Plaquemine. Yeah. And I mean, my dad, like, he refused to speak. He spoke Cajun French and he refused to speak it around us because he didn't want us to grow up with Cajun accents. Because at the time that I was growing up, there was a lot of negative stigma attached with being Cajun. Unfortunately, now we've lost a lot of the culture that existed, that was handed down through parents to their children. And fortunately for Louisiana, there is a push to try and recultivate that.
Yeah.
To the point where they have schools that are all French speaking.
Really?
Yes. So if you send your kid to there, they will only speak French at school.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because it was like the early, I don't know, I want to say the early 1900s, where the federal government came out and said, you cannot speak French in school. And so that was why,
Really?
And this continued until like 1979. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was, like I said, there was a lot of negative stigma attached with Cajun speakers. French,
So you didn't have, like I talked about Crybaby Bridge, you didn't have anything like that growing up? Something like local to the town? Because, I mean, everybody's got little things, just like I said. So, I mean, you didn't have nothing niche?
Not really.
Unique,
not that I can think of, no. I mean, no.
All right, let's see.
Nothing that I can remember.
Other notable legends. The Devil Man of Algiers. The Legend of Acadian Werewolf. Alligator Annie. Look up Alligator Annie. I want to know what that is.
Okay.
The Massacre of La Perrite House. And the Fifoulet and the Pirate's Treasure. What the shit? That's funny. Alligator Annie. That's what we're looking up. And then we'll get on to Nessie after this. I just want to see what that is.
Okay, so this is going to be Alligator Annie
We went.
folklore.
Didn't we see some voodoo stuff?
Because
Whenever,
apparently there was
when we
somebody
went to New
actually
Orleans?
named Alligator Annie.
There is?
Yeah, she was born in 1914. Apparently died in 2004.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
What the fuck? Yeah, we saw some voodoo stuff when we went to
Oh yeah, they
New
have.
Orleans with Nikki and Andrew, didn't we?
Yeah, they have all kinds of.
Oh, no, that
voodoo
was,
shops. That was
Brittany,
Brittany and Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah. Yeah, they wanted to go see the voodoo house or whatever it was.
Yeah, and we
That shit
did
was
the
funny.
tour of that, and that was interesting.
No, I thought it was great.
Yeah, I mean it's
Then
all
we also-
touristy for sure. But
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what it is. And then we saw the, the murder house or whatever it is, the kill house. All the murderers. Yeah, we went and saw.
Oh, in New Orleans. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Murder Museum or whatever.
Is it Murder Museum?
Something like that, yeah.
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 Why'd you look confused? I figured you would have remembered that one.
I think Alligator Annie was a
I
real
do,
person.
I do remember it now. I think my only thing was I wasn't super impressed with it because I thought it was going to be something else than what it was.
What did you think it was going to be?
Like I thought it was going to be like, here's where somebody was murdered.
Yeah, it's a museum of death.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It didn't. It had just like pictures and like all kinds of like written out things of what happened. It wasn't
They had some of the items too, though.
I mean, they had the items, but I was expecting it to be like.
What'd you
I don't know, like
did you want to walk into the room recreated? Is that what you were expecting?
Kind of.
Okay.
Like if you were going to recreate like the
Like the
Amityville
St.
horror
Valentine's Day Massacre.
or the Amityville horror, like the Amityville home that all of
The stuff happened. Yeah.
like
Well, I mean,
not it has to, I don't want to see it, but I mean if you recreated it and then talked about what happened when, William DeFeo walked into this room and this is what happened. Like to me I would be
It's
like
a
that.
private museum. So, I
Yeah.
mean, that place is operating on a shoestring.
Yeah.
I don't know. That bitch was packed. When we
I mean
were there.
it's always busy. But
and it's huge. It's not like it's like
It does not look nearly as big as you would think it is from when you enter.
Yeah.
No.
But it goes back a long,
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
long way.
So I'm saying
Yeah.
it's fucking huge. So it's not like being in a small barn or something like that. It's like 8 big barns put together and just
Yeah.
shit everywhere. And then they got what is that Kill movie?
Kill Bill
No, it's there's not 1,000 Ways to Die.
in the West.
No, there's a movie that just shows like people dying and they have it playing in the back in a little small theater. So like when you go up,
yeah,
when you go
yeah.
up the one side of it and you get to the back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I forget
There were some disturbing images in that.
Oh yeah, but what's the name of the fucking movie? Because it's got a title.
Oh, I don't know.
It's the name of a movie because I remember going whenever I was real young, it came out and I went to the theaters to see it. And it just showed like people dying and I was freaked out when I came out. I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah.
what kind of snuff film am
Yeah,
I watching?
what kind of freaky snuff shit is this?
Oh, yeah. It's Trey Tours. We didn't talk about them.
Oh.
Traders?
Trey Tours.
Traders.
No. TRAITEURS. A Trey Tour.
I don't even know. Yeah, okay. Go
Okay,
with what
do you
said.
remember the?
I couldn't speak English when your fucking sister was here. What makes you think I'm gonna be able to say that shit?
Okay, so do you remember the miniseries? Well, I don't know if it's a miniseries, but the Band of Brothers, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Okay, do you remember the medic in Band of Brothers?
Yeah.
He was supposed to be from Louisiana. Actually, he probably was from Louisiana, since all of those people were based on actual persons. And that was the first time I'd ever heard about Trey Tours. They're like hands healers. They just put their hands on people and
Supposedly heal them.
yeah, supposedly heal them. And every culture has their own version of this. In
Yeah.
Louisiana, It's a traitor.
Oh, okay. Oh, so the movie I was trying to think about is literally called Faces of Death.
Okay, then. There you go.
Many scenes were faked for the film, but most portions include pre-existing video footage of real deaths and its aftermaths. Jeez.
There were some disturbing images on that thing.
Yeah, it was.
And I'm somebody who is not normally fazed by stuff like that.
I mean, oh, yeah, was it Live Leak?
Lively.
That used to be a website. It got put out, or they ran out of money, or some shit. But it was like
That's so familiar.
They used to leak. Well, they used to leak live shit or whatever it was. So like the cameras, like when somebody would do drive-bys, or somebody would get killed, or some weird accident would happen, people would always go there and like upload the film footage to there. But Live Leak went out of business. Their website's down now.
What does that
Have you
have to do
tried
with
the
this?
Wayback Machine?
No, I have not.
Have we digressed again?
I mean,
This is,
it's in the realm. Okay, while you're looking that up, all right, we're gonna Nessie.
Yeah. I am it's hard for me to believe in the Loch Ness.
You need to push the cough button.
No, I'm okay. Sorry, I swallowed wrong.
So,
No comment.
Shut up.
I don't want to say I believe in it.
But you don't not believe in it?
Yeah, that's probably a good way of putting it. I want to say that it's highly improbable, but it's possible.
How deep is that lake?
That's a good question.
Because I know they've.
Producer.
He's like, I need a new title. I wanted to talk about this shit. This is my goddamn version.
745 feet.
Holy shit. Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that. I mean,
It's a lake.
I know, but I mean, there are lakes that are way deeper than that.
That's a deep ass lake.
And if it says that it's that fucking big, like it's probably taking up half the lake.
No, it didn't say it was that big. And besides, Loch Ness is like 15 or 18 miles long, something like that.
Really?
But I mean, the whole lake isn't
And it's
700
connected to,
The whole lake isn't 700 something feet deep. It's only going to be like in the middle that it's that deep.
I mean, it's connected to more bodies of water.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is, huh? He can't escape. How did he get in there? He swam up the.
I don't have any idea.
Unless he got transported by somebody like on Lake Placid.
He swam up River Ness and got locked into
And
the
there's
lake.
a bunch of that, like that lock connects to a bunch of other bodies of water to the southwest of it and all. So that's what I say. Highly improbable, not impossible.
Yeah, but don't you think that, I mean, how long has the legend of Loch Ness been around?
That's a valid point. You'd think that
By this
Yeah.
point, it would
there would have been some sort, because there have been a lot of investigation in it.
it would have been dead by now.
Lake
Not
Loch.
if it's breeding.
So Lake
Well,
Loch
if it's
Ness
the
is
only one, how is it going to breed?
it's 24 miles long.
Oh, okay. So it's longer than you thought it was.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a frog.
Asexual reproduction.
But how do we know
I mean,
that?
where's the fun in that? But still.
So it would just play into go fuck yourself, and you're like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
But then you'd think if that was the case, there would be bajillions of them everywhere because they can just asexually reproduce whenever they're ready to reproduce.
Sometimes you don't feel like fucking.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Sometimes it's just too much work.
Yeah. I just swam down 700. What'd you say, 700?
745 feet.
Yeah, I just swam 745 feet down. I don't feel like fucking, bitch. I'm tired. I need a nap.
I'm going to lay on the bottom and just
Yeah, but at some
Chill.
point, you're still going to reproduce. It's your biological need to reproduce. So there would be
Not
thousands.
Do
spontaneous
you have a
combustion.
biological need to reproduce?
Well, not anymore. I'm too old.
Did you ever have one?
I did not.
So,
I mean,
I didn't either.
I
by
don't.
the way, tortoises live like 100 and something years. So,
Well, okay. So again, producer, find out when did the
When
Loch
was
Ness
Nessie
when was
discovered?
Nessie first identified
19
and discovered?
1943?
Are you just
23.
You're just guessing.
We'll see.
You two, knock it off.
Lock it up. Lock it up.
November 12th, 1933.
Oh!
You were in the middle. Or you were
I was on both sides.
You were on both sides.
What'd I say?
You said 23-43.
Yeah, but who was real fucking close? That's
I mean,
right.
I didn't even guess because I didn't
That's
know.
right. Are you just talking out your ass?
But
Nope, I'm close.
1933. So by now it would be
90 years old,
Well, I
give
mean,
or take.
how long do whales live? Tortoises live,
tortoises live
tortoises. 100
years.
yeah. So, I mean, it's not out of the realm.
But that's what I'm wondering. Maybe it was a tortoise that was in there and not because you see the head and like I've seen in lakes.
Blue whales live 80 and 90 years.
Oh, wow.
I've seen.
Assuming some Japanese guy doesn't shove a harpoon into them.
Yeah. I've
I
seen.
thought it's Chinese.
No, they're Japanese. And they actually don't hunt blue whales. They hunt sperm whales.
No. I figure China's the biggest problem.
On any number of levels.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen like
The head
turtle
picture?
heads. Yeah, the head picture. And I'm like, and I've seen them in the distance just like being out on any body of water and been like, what is that? And then it's like, oh, it's a fucking turtle.
Yeah, they've done so many comparisons trying to say what the head was. Because, it looks, the pictures that you assume with it, it's just like they try to associate with stuff. But as much as even though it's a really deep fucking lake, they fucking radar or sonar'd that fucking lake so many goddamn times and put so much effort and time into it. It's just like, if that bastard was there.
You would have found it by now.
Yeah.
It's granted, it's 24 miles long. I get that. But if it's that big, where is it going to go? You're going to see some sort of evidence of it being there, whether it be whatever it's eating. Because, what does it eat? Does it just eat dirt? Like
Fish in the water.
So then big, there would be no fish in the water.
I don't know.
You can get a lot. Have you ever seen how big fucking whales and shit are?
Do you know how big the whale's environment is? The ocean. Not a 24-mile lake.
745 feet deep, though. Do you not realize how deep that is?
I do, but I'm thinking of like the deeper, like mile down.
Don't start going to the Mariana Trench now.
I'm not. Even just like.
That's the deepest place on Earth.
Yeah.
7-something miles down.
Yep.
That's where they dropped Megatron.
I thought he was going to say
did.
Osama bin Laden.
AKA MBE-1.
AKA MBE-1. They call them Megatron.
Pretty much the harbinger of death.
That's what they call him.
Actually, no, I think they did put Osama bin Laden in the Mariana Trench.
I don't think they did.
No, they just dumped his ass somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean.
Ooh.
They didn't bring his body
intentionally. Well, no, and then maybe they just didn't intentionally say where they dumped him.
back. No, they didn't say where they dumped him.
There's a myth. You think they really got him?
Oh yeah. I
Oh
think they got
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Because everybody. Because I know the guys that shot him. They're all over the place and like they give it descriptive, but it's just like there's that conspiracy theory on that they didn't really kill him and that the CIA got him.
No, there's an actual, and I'm a huge documentary nerd, so I've watched.
That wouldn't be beyond the realm of possibility.
That maybe they said they
He's in a
killed him
black
and
site
he's in
somewhere?
some black site.
Yeah.
But there's a new documentary on Netflix about Osama bin Laden, and one of the SEAL Team 6 guys that actually was the guy who shot him is on there talking about it.
Look,
Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I don't think that if they got him, he's fine. They dumped him in the ocean or whatever it is. But if the CIA come up to you and said, "Hey, look, Tammy,
This is what I need you to say.
this is no, this is what you're going to say.
Yeah.
If not, we have the ability and the authority to murder you and your whole fucking family, and we'll make it slow and painful." And you're going to go, "Yeah, what do you need me to say? Just go ahead and give me the script. I'll memorize it. I'll get back to you next week. Thanks. Good to go." like you're.
All right, Captain.
I'm gonna kill your dog too. Whatever you need, dog. Just let me know. Yep, I'll get it memorized.
Don't bring my dog into this.
Yeah, I'll get it memorized real quick. You're not.
I'm not going to say that he's not in a black site somewhere because he could be in a black site somewhere.
Yeah, he could be.
But what would we be getting out of him? He's completely out of touch with anyone that can do anything at this point. So
Now
what
he
would
is,
he be
but-
worth? What would he be worth at this point?
Names are worth a lot, though.
Oh, but he's not connected to anyone now. Now,
The CIA funded Osama bin Laden back in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
So why wouldn't they just go back and be like, yeah, we're fixing to reclaim you, dog? So I'm saying, like, there's a lot of there's a lot of small
There is.
thin line connecting all kind of
But
weird
I mean,
shit.
that's a lot of conspiracy theory.
Let
And
me
that's
ask you a
not
question.
what we're talking about.
you say it was just names and it was from a long time ago. If I took your cell phone and I went through every name that's in there, and then I pulled all the data from every name that's in there and all the names that they know.
That's true. But I mean, did he? I don't know how he communicated with all of those people.
Well, it doesn't matter whether he actually communicated with him. He still had the names in his head. And you waterboard his ass, and he's going to start coughing up names.
Oh yeah. Everybody breaks. It's just win. You're gonna break.
I don't know.
That's why they compartmentalize classified information.
Yep.
I would hope that that's
You can
not,
only give up so much.
I would
That's it.
hope that that's not the case. I would hope that they just killed him because he was an evil human being and needed to be.
I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks it'd be him sitting in a cell, 6x6 cell, getting waterboarded on a regular basis. I think I'd be okay with that.
I mean, I don't think I would be upset.
I mean, he killed a lot of people. So, I mean,
But like I said, when the CIA funded him in the 80s to beat Russia
But that ginger said he died, so
from the movie,
yeah.
she's probably prettier than the chick who really run the thing.
Well, I can't comment on that because I've never seen a photo of the actual woman. If she was actually a person, it might have been, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll make an amalgam out of a bunch of different people
Oh, yeah.
and say, oh, yeah, this is the person, when in reality it was like six
Whole-
or eight different people.
Yeah, a whole office full of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, that's what I suspect the case too.
But
So,
again, whoever's the head, those are the people that are getting the acknowledgement.
well,
Nobody cares about the 10 minlings.
Minions.
Minions.
dude, you've worked for Uncle Sam for how many years now?
Too goddamn long.
25?
Too
No,
goddamn
you haven't come up on 5 yet, have you?
Well,
Almost.
I did 20. Well, I'm at 24.
yeah.
You did
August.
21?
Yeah, it was at 21, right at 21. And then I'm creeping up on,
4?
yeah.
August will be 4.
15 next year. I go up to 8 hours of pay period.
Oh, shit. That's a big step.
We have totally digressed.
Hey, it's our podcast. We can talk about what we want.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
But we always do happy hour too. So what other folklore shit you got in your brain?
The Devil's Tramping Ground? Never heard of that. Something
What
about
is-
Bear Creek, North Carolina. Who knows?
Do they have the devil's lettuce there? Just
I think you can just go to the shop and buy that now, can't you?
I mean, if you got your card, I reckon.
Yeah.
The devil's ground growing the devil's lettuce. For those of y'all don't know, that's marijuana.
Thank you for the clarification.
There's going to be
Thanks.
somebody that's going to be like, what the fuck is the devil's lettuce? You
Googleable.
imagine like a 15-year-old fucking listen to the podcast and walks around, Mom, what's the fucking devil's lettuce? It's, what the fuck are you listening to? Then Mom listens to the podcast and is like, hey, y'all are pretty cool. I'm going to go get some devil's lettuce and listen to y'all's next episode.
Yeah, God, I didn't realize there were nearly so many urban legends and folklore and
Oh, dude, it's all. That's what I'm saying. It's old wives' tale shit. That's all that it is. Because I mean, what they used to say, you can't go outside with a wet head because you catch a cold.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember we were talking about how they spread?
Yeah.
The 100th monkey effect. A hypothetical phenomenon in which a new behavior or idea is spread rapidly by unexplained means from one group to all related groups once a critical number of the members of one group exhibit the new behavior or acknowledge the new idea.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, it doesn't really take long. In the multiplicative thing, 1 tells 2, 2 tells 4, 4 tells 8. I mean, it don't take long.
Unless you're Terrence Howard and it's 1 + 1. 1 times 1 equals 2. Or, yeah.
Yeah, 1 times 1 equals 2.
That's right. We're going to introduce him to Homie the Clown. Urban legend, specifically Chicago, surrounding a killer clown predating the creepy clown craze by several years, originating in Chicago, Illinois in 1991.
1991.
I know that's maybe
What
the
the-
most remarkable thing is that this is the 1990s, folks. This is not 1912.
Right.
It's 1991.
What the?
And they come up with a new fucking legend. That's so fucking weird.
But, you know, people are fucking weird, so.
Oh, that's funny. All right, what else we got? Bigfoot, Loch Ness,
Oh, yeah, the Jado rocket car. Do you remember that one?
Jada Rocket.
Yeah, it was supposedly what started the Darwin Awards. A driver strapped a pair of jet-assisted takeoff units to the rear of his car and ended up smashing into the side of a hill in Arizona.
Oh my God.
In what year?
No, it's all a myth. No police agency in Arizona ever took a report of this type of accident. The Arizona Department of Public Safety even issued a press release on their website debunking the report.
So are they saying it's an urban legend because of the fact that he had jetpacks?
No, they're saying it's urban legend because somebody just made it up.
Oh.
Here's a thought on that since we're both still in government.
Government.
If I asked you to find something from back when we first started using missile, think you'd be able to do it? You know, see what I'm
Ooh.
all the different little fucking drop down menus that we have. Then you got to know a date. Then you have to go look through them. And then if you know how
Depends
long,
on how long you have.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know how long what's easier? I don't know when missile came into play. We're just going to use 2000. So if missile came into play in 2000 and I said, baby kangaroo, go find me something from fucking 2000. I don't know what month it was. Here's the thing. And you have to go through every single one of those fucking drop down menus and search all the fucking cases. What's easier, just to say, I can't find it, or it never happened, or to go through the fucking shit? Because you're talking about hours upon hours to look
You
through.
could be talking about days and days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's easier just to say, nope, no report.
I can't find it.
Nope, don't know what you're talking about.
I spent 5 minutes looking, didn't find it.
It's like, that's the reason we got a FOIA guy.
Yeah.
Because it's like, sorry, that's your collateral. And
That used to be me.
Did it?
Yeah, when I was the chief down D7. I was a FOIA guy.
Fuck that.
Well, now the FOIA guy here is lawyers.
I think it always should have been. Because, I mean, all you...
So to that
it just
point-
needs to- I mean...
I would have to
bullshit.
go through and redact all the information that had to be redacted whenever I would pull information from missile.
Yeah.
Like names. That was the big thing.
Yeah.
Had to go through, take a marks a lot, black out all the names. And then here's the funny thing. You had to black them all out and then you had to photocopy it again because if you just held up the sheet,
you could see
you
through
could
it.
still see it.
Yeah.
But if you photocopied it again, you couldn't see it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Jeez.
then I would have to send them to the lawyers.
And the lawyers had to...
And then the lawyers
Pick
would
over
say,
it.
okay, yeah, this
Yeah.
looks good. We'll send it out. I'd be like, okay, good.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
And we got a lot of FOIA requests down there.
Oh, I imagine.
But a lot of them were mostly just like when people had to go get a presumptive death certificate,
Yeah.
they needed a copy of the case file so they could give it to the judge and the judge could say, okay, yeah, this person's obviously dead. We just did never find him.
Yeah.
The killer in the back seat, also known as high beams.
Oh, here's another. Oh man, this is probably everywhere. I don't remember if it was specific to where I grew up, but they always used to tell. I know it goes around Alabama, Mississippi, but it was always the story of the kids camping or whatever it is in the woods, and they hear something weird and they get fucking scared, and they kept hearing about this fucking guy with a hook for an arm or a hand.
Yeah.
And then they fucking jumped in the fucking car and they fucking haul off when they got spooked or whatever it was. And then
Yeah,
when
they
opened
found the
hook on the fucking door. Yeah. See, there's all kind of weird fucking shit like
Only
that.
now you can't do that anymore because door handles don't have a thing that you could catch a hook in. Well, I guess maybe some do.
no, yeah, mine
some
does.
do. Yeah.
Mine
Like my
does.
truck doesn't. That's the weird thing.
Oh, it just has the lift up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess my Hyundai does.
Yeah, it does.
Does your Honda have that?
Yeah, Honda's got it.
Okay.
So does my truck. My truck.
But the Batmobile doesn't.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Sure does. Go out there one day. If you leave from work one day and go around to the other side to get your bag out, and you see a hook on there. That guy, the guy listening to the podcast is like, I'm getting baby kangaroo. Fuck that guy.
He ought to worry more about the pistol that I have and not him getting me with a hook.
He was just trying to say hello.
Yeah, sure. Oh, okay.
Baby kangaroo, I love the fucking podcast, bro. Fuck, you ripped my hand off. Now I gotta kill you.
Oh, here we go. The licked hand, also known as doggy lick or humans can lick too.
What the
TOO, not TWO. An urban legend popular among teenagers. The story describes
there we go.
a killer who secretly spends the night under a girl's bed, licking her hand when offered, which she takes to be her dog.
Oh, that's creepy.
That's just fucked up. What the fuck? He sticks his head out there, and she's like, "Good boy."
That's creepy.
That's fucked. That's not creepy. That's just fucked up.
That's awful.
So what'd you do this weekend? Hung out under a little girl's bed, licked her hand. Like what, dude?
Licked her hand when she offered it.
Yeah, I'm calling the cops, dog. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, different strokes, different folks.
Nope.
It's not breaking the law. He's just licking a hand.
That's unwanted touching.
Well, if she didn't want it touched, she wouldn't have kept putting it down there.
She thought it was her dog.
The girl is 19, by the way.
There you go.
Whatever bitch we're talking about, she's 19.
I mean, our bed is high, and they sleep in the bed, but
So are Men in Black real?
On the movies.
But you don't think there are Men in Black?
Aliens?
no, the
The
agency
Men in Black, the agency.
that deals with all of the aliens that are living amongst us.
No, because aliens aren't real. Tear it up, dogs.
From a statistical standpoint, that statement can't be true.
I know. I also only believe in aliens to the extent of we can't be the only thing because
It's
the
a
universe
question of
is,
math.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
But again, until Marvin comes down here, don't believe in him.
With his Iridium Q238 explosive space modulator.
Yep.
Where's the kaboom?
Yep.
There
No.
was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
I mean, if Men in Black was real, I would love to meet one so I could try to beat him up and take that little fucking neuralizer. Paching.
God, can you imagine the trouble you could create with that thing?
Yep. Why do you think I want one?
I mean, that would be real handy to have. Real handy to have.
Yup. So no Men in Black.
I could see where people would believe it, though.
Well, I mean, if you believe in
The government's not always 100% trustworthy. I say that as somebody who works for them.
oh yeah, no, not absolutely. But I mean, you have to believe in aliens before you'd be able to believe in Men in Black, though. They go hand in hand because, like, why the fuck would you need Men in Black
They do
without
kind of
fucking
go
aliens?
hand in hand. Yes, I agree. So then there's no aliens at Area 51?
I don't know. I think we got shit that flies that the government doesn't talk about.
Are we considering Area 51 an urban legend or a myth?
Oh, no. Area 51 is clearly not an urban legend. I mean,
It's legit.
Yeah.
It's legit. Now, what happens at Area 51
What's in there? Yeah.
could be consired an urban legend myth.
Hey, look, what happens at Area 51 stays at
Stays.
Area 51.
Hey, it's just,
This motherfucker
like the guy said, that's not technically correct, Mr. President.
Oh,
What?
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Independence Day.
Yep. Now I kind
Do
of
you think they really pay $10,000 for a toilet seat?
Yeah, the old guy, he was dope. That's Leonard's dad. Leonard's dad was in Independence Day. That's
Yep.
funny. You don't think they paid $10,000 for a toilet seat, $5,000 for a hammer, do you?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't just, if aliens were real, why wouldn't they just come out and fucking tell us?
Do you really want to get to know some of the people on this planet?
No, I don't want to know.
Have you watched television?
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know hardly anybody on this planet. I would like to meet somebody from another planet. So
But
then
maybe
at least
they're
it would
already
explain
here.
things.
Maybe they're already here. And that's why you don't like them.
I mean, like
the ones I don't like are aliens.
Real Housewives of Los Angeles or Atlanta or whatever. I mean, if you were an alien entity with the ability to travel at faster than light speed, when you saw that, would you go, "Yeah, that's somebody I want to hang out with"? No.
It's not. No, not even. No, not even a little bit.
I mean, Stephen Hawking's dead now, so
not a
like
whole lot.
One smart motherfucker we'd want to hang out with had to go and die.
Yeah, right. He was onto something, but he died. And he's just rolling around the quad. He doesn't ever walk anywhere.
He can walk now, though.
Like this.
He had a sense of humor. He wouldn't take offense by that.
Well, I have one of his quotes on my.
What it said.
It says, even though people who believe that all things are predestined and you can do nothing to change it, or I've noticed that even people who believe that all things are predestined and you can't do anything to change it, look both ways before they cross the street.
Oh, interesting.
All right.
Because if everything is predestined and you can't do anything,
Then it
to
doesn't
change
matter. It doesn't
then,
matter
yeah.
if you look both ways. You should just be able to walk across the street and
it
be
was either
fine.
your time or it was not your time.
Or not your time. Yeah.
He's a good dude. Wish I could have met him.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking?
Yeah.
What are
gotta-
you doing?
I got to delete that quote a lot of times when I'm sending out like official correspondence.
Ain't it the worst?
Wow, that's dead.
Got some of your
So sad.
Mike's lemonades in the fridge still. Your half.
Oh,
and
the hard
halves.
Arnold Palmers
Yeah, the half and halves.
Arnold Palmer alert.
They're on the top shelf in there. There's like 3 of them left.
in there.
I can get it for you.
Please continue.
I was going to say, we're going to wrap this up. Just do happy hour, get it over with.
Yeah, let's do that.
at on time?
Hour 26.
Oh, there you go. It might be a reasonable time length.
Yeah.
All right, fine. All right, well, that's all we're going to talk about for urban myths, legends, and folklore. There we go. I remembered. I'm so proud of myself. All right, well, if you made it this far, we appreciate y'all listening to us ramble on about some shit that we don't necessarily believe in, but we think is very enjoyable to talk about, because without them, you wouldn't have as much fun, you know? All that shit's there for a reason. It's all over the world. It's something to help keep kids in check, scare them to death, and I don't know. Well, we appreciate y'all making it this far. We're going to hit the happy hour. If you want to fucking listen to us ramble on about fucking stupid shit, please hang out, and then we'll see you next time. And I didn't do it right. How about that? Let's start that over. There we go. How about that? See you next time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're on happy hour.
You can know the time of that. Edit it out.
What I said.
No, the mess up of the outro.
Oh,
What I did.
or you could just leave it in.
Or just leave it in. Or you fucked up the
Nobody's
outro.
perfect.
The music.
Oh, I don't care about that. Matter of fact, if I hit the thing,
It's still
still playing. I didn't hit
it's just
stop.
on loop. Oh,
I didn't hit stop. There we go. No big deal. I'm not editing that. I'm too lazy. Welcome to the happy hour where I get
The
lazy.
afterlife, is that what you're going to say?
Yeah. Welcome to the afterlife. We all died. The meteor hit us.
Meteor?
You gonna look up the meteor?
No.
there's a meteor?
Yeah, it's gonna kill us all.
I'm not worried about that because...
That's the urban legend.
Oh.
oh, wait, no, he can't do it now. He's dead, isn't he?
Stephen Hawking?
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis ain't
Bruce
dead.
Willis isn't dead. He has a debilitating disorder,
Yeah.
but he's
I
not
thought
dead.
he passed away.
No,
You
he's
better not have. If we are, we're putting Die Hard on.
Die Hard.
We're finna watch Die Hard, bitch.
It's a Christmas movie. I don't care what anyone says.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no, apparently he hasn't passed away yet.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah. It's just,
He's got a debilitating disorder.
what
For
has
sure.
he got?
A fix.
I don't remember.
I'm going there now. Hang on.
That's a producer's job, not mine.
Producer. It's better than a non-ducer. Producer?
Wow, look at that photo from 1989.
He was a good looking fella.
Your computer turned around.
He was so young, and because he made that show with Moonlighting,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on by.
He looked like he was about 12.
He did look super young in that movie. What was that one movie that he did with Kim Basinger and she was like a nut job? Blind Date or something? What was that movie?
Oh, I think I remember that.
You remember that? And she was like cuckoo.
She was insane.
And he was like, what the fuck have I got in my... What the fuck movie was that? Was that Blind Date? I don't think that was the name of the movie, but...
Frontotemporal dementia.
Yeah. Frontal.
You say frog pole?
Yeah.
Frog pole?
Frontotemporal.
Fronto.
Yeah. Difficulties with language and comprehension and misinterpretation of instructions. Wow, that sounds kind of similar to what Jackie was talking about with the dyslexia.
Problem what?
Well, it says problems include language and comprehension and misinterpretation of instructions.
Yeah, and like he's gotten to the point where he can't really speak anymore.
Oh, no shit. Damn. That sucks. He's done so many goddamn movies.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
What did I say? 140.
Blind Date. It was Blind Date.
Yeah.
147 movies.
1987. That movie was so funny.
'80s, Moonlighting, Die Hard, and Rise to Fame. That's like,
wow.
I mean, Die Hard is like,
Die Hard is a classic.
that's maybe the first movie that I can remember him making where he was.
That was the first rated R movie I was ever allowed to watch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I used to watch Moonlighting all the time.
Yeah, it was a funny little
My parents
show.
watched Moonlighting.
I loved it.
It was on after our bedtime, so we didn't watch it. But Die Hard was literally the first rated R movie I was allowed to watch before I was allowed to watch rated R movies.
Die Hard? Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm looking at the clip of Blind Date because it kind of looks familiar.
Oh my gosh, that movie is so funny. And like she completely trashes his car and like it's just a date from hell. And she's actually supposed to be getting married to oh God, what is his name? Shit, now I gotta look up the cast. She's supposed to be getting married to John Larroquette. Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. It's hysterical.
My God, fucking Bruce Willis was on Miami Vice,
Yeah.
the TV series.
Oh, that's
As like a cameo?
Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't necessarily be a cameo because it was.
he was
can I
real
have a
heavily
job?
featured in at least one episode.
He was
if not more.
one episode.
Tom Selleck and what's his name?
You know what's funny about
Tom
that?
Selleck.
In Miami Vice. And Tom Selleck. Oh,
No,
no, that
it
was
was,
Hawaii Five-0.
Oh my God.
No, it wasn't Hawaii.
Magnum
Five-0.
PI.
Magnum PI.
Holy
It was in
shit.
Hawaii. Miami
Look,
Vice was
girl.
with
Are you drinking?
No, Miami Vice was with
Don
Johnson.
John Johnson and what's his name?
Yeah, I don't remember the black guy's name.
Edward James Olmos played the lieutenant.
Who was the black guy?
I
I don't think he did anything after that, so it's not a race thing. It's just
Who, the guy on Miami Vice?
yeah,
Oh.
because it was Don
He just
Johnson and the
wasn't-
black guy.
He wasn't really known. I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
maybe
I don't
he
know.
was, and we just never.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just super racist.
Oh no, Don Johnson was also in the G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah, he played the general.
No, he played Falcon.
Oh, Don Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bruce Willis played the general in one of the G.I. Joe movies.
Oh no, you're misunderstanding. G.I. Joe the movie, the cartoon.
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't
Sorry,
seen that.
fuck the fucking dude. That
The movie.
yeah, fuck those goddamn movies. Ruined my shit.
Hey, they killed off that asshole, so I was happy with that.
Killed off what asshole?
The guy that was in the male stripper movie, and 21 Jump Street. And
Channing Tatum?
Oh
did such
yeah, that
a
guy.
abysmal role. in
Channing
Gambit.
Tatum?
Yeah, that's the asshole.
He's not good. He's not known for being a really good actor.
No, he's not.
Although 21 Jump Street was pretty funny.
It was.
That's funny.
It was pretty funny. And I
Philip
liked him in
Michael
Magic
Thomas.
Mike.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
John. What did you say? John
Philip Michael
Philip
Thomas.
Michael
Oh, I
Thomas.
forgot about that.
What else was he
Man,
in?
I hate that I don't remember his name. That's very familiar.
I really liked Edward James Olmos' character in that show. He was just so like, and this is going to sound really weird to say this, he was so emotionless. And every once in a while in the show, you'd see like a little bit of emotion. You're like, oh, Lieutenant's pissed.
That's when you know the range of emotion. You either have none or you are really fucking mad.
Yeah, exactly. The thing that I thought was really cool about the TV show, okay, funny personal story about that. My mom and I used to watch it every Friday night before I would go out.
You'd watch what?
Miami Vice.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Because it started in 1984 and it ran for 6 years. And right at, when I was partying like a rock star then.
Okay, just so
and blow.
Just so you know, it's not a race thing because Philip Michael Thomas was not in a lot of things. He was in 51 total things. And it looks like, he did a episode of Trapper John MD.
What is that?
That was a spinoff from the MASH.
Oh.
Trapper John, the character in MASH.
All right.
He was Hawkeye? Mm-hmm. Who Hawkeye is in MASH? Mm-hmm. Alan Alda?
Yeah.
Right? So he had 2 tent mates, right? Well, actually, at some point he had 2
I don't know. I
mates.
never actually watched the show.
Oh, really?
It was always on in the background because my folks watched it, but I never watched it.
He was one of Hawkeye's friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here we go. Kangaroo, tell me if you know any of these shows. Come Back, Charleston Blue.
No.
Stigma.
That one sounds familiar.
Stigma with Patricia Arquette.
1972.
Oh, that's Stigmata.
You know what's funny? He did a couple episodes of Nash Bridges with Don Johnson.
Oh, that. Yeah, he was in Policewoman, Black Fist, Moving On, Medical Center, Sparkle, El Hombre de los Hongos. I don't know what that is. Oh, he did an episode of Wonder Woman, Starsky and Hutch.
He did The Wizard of Speed and Time. I don't know if that's a video game.
He did one episode of Superboy in 1990. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, no, that was a film, The Wizard of Speed and Time. I'm thinking it didn't have a lot of box office success. Probably straight to video.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Straight to VHS.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever since Miami Vice.
That was 88. That would have gone to DVD, right?
And that's funny that you said that. No. In 1988?
Yeah.
No, straight to VHS.
Not beta?
No, VHS for sure, because I had VHS growing up. I
had beta too.
I didn't have DVD.
You had beta?
We had both, yeah.
Oh, wow. Must have been nice to grow up in the kangaroo home.
Beta was actually a better format.
We didn't fucking get cable until the 2000s.
Oh, that's sad.
No, we got it in like 1982.
Yeah, we had it. I had it my entire life growing up, from what I recall. Because every Saturday morning, I would watch Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, I watched Saturday morning cartoons on the fucking 8 channels that we could get.
Oh.
3, 5, 10, 15, 42, 44, and...
Did you have rabbit ears that you had to like adjust to make sure that
we
signal
were
came in?
No, we were big pimping not growing up. So we had a giant antenna that was outside the house that you could walk over to the little motor and turn.
Turn it. Yeah, we had one of those when I was growing up.
Yeah. So imagine having that until like 2000 something.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, we got cable," and I was like, "Jesus Christ, it's only been out 30 years." Fuck.
So.
I mean,
Tammy, I give mad props to you on knowing your technology because DVD apparently didn't come out till 1995.
Yeah, I was going to say that wasn't even a thing in 1988. That wasn't even like a concept. It was all VHS.
Or beta.
I didn't have any knowledge of
By the
beta.
way, beta
It was
didn't
all
win.
VHS. We were big pimping and moved on from beta and went to VHS.
like everybody did.
We went straight to DVD. Fuck you guys.
And then we went straight to DVD as soon as it came out. We had DVD players and all of our VHS tapes we rebought on DVD.
Oh God.
Now you can just send them to Legacy Box and they'll.
Yeah, now you can just stream all the shit you want.
Well, you're right
Wait
about
a minute.
that.
Wait a minute. You can send them to Legacy Box.
Yes.
What is it?
Like if you have old media, like, VHS, 8mm or whatever, even films, you can send it to a company called Legacy Box and they will send you DVDs or flash drives with all of that stuff converted onto it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You ever heard of that?
No, because I don't think I have anything.
Like
good.
if
I don't have
somebody steals
anything.
a picture of your World Trade Centers.
I don't have any good videos.
Yeah, neither do I.
Like home videos?
Yeah.
We had one. So when we were kids, we took a camping trip up into the Wind Rivers, and we were on horseback, and we literally
Did you
camped.
meet Brad Pitt?
Why would I have? No, not from Legends of the Fall, but it looked like that. And I did see a mountain that he went down, and I went down basically the same mountain on a horse like that. No, one of the guys that we were with had like one of the big camcorders that were like huge, that were like a big like giant boom box that you held on your shoulder.
Loved those.
And he like videoed the whole entire camping trip, and it was phenomenal. I don't know where that VHS is now.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is like, you ever gonna go back and look at it?
I would if I could, because it had some amazing
You
like.
don't think your mom and dad have it somewhere?
I'm sure it's somewhere in their house, and I would love to get that converted to watch it, because we were in so many like freshwater lakes up there. We were catching rainbow trout and like all kinds of big ass fish, and we had camp guides who were cooking our meals every day, and yeah, it was probably one of the best trips I ever had.
Wow,
And I was
didn't
like,
know your wife was such a cake eater.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, we did a video the other day.
Seriously?
I don't know what that means.
Seriously?
Seriously. And does that just mean you eat cake?
Seriously?
I don't like cake.
Oh, cake sounds good right now.
Do you know
Not those birthday cake Oreos. I got those.
the famous quote attributed with Marie Antoinette?
I don't know. Mm-mm. Should I? I
You're
don't
an
know.
educated woman.
I am an educated woman, but I'm not like,
Let them eat cake
that. But I don't know how that.
because it's a slang term to refer to people with money.
Oh.
Cake eaters.
Well, I
Or
mean,
privileged background, often
Yeah.
implying they are spoiled or self-indulgent.
we weren't spoiled or self-indulgent, but we had a good camping
Where do you
trip.
get room to fucking talk? You had VHS and beta, bitch. Shut the
For
fuck
real,
up.
we didn't even have
You got
beta.
to have known my dad, man. He was a huge audiophile. Huge audiophile.
Oh, so that's where you get it from.
And my brothers were. My brothers are.
Because you're the baby, right?
I am.
Yeah, that's where you get
Hence,
it from.
I'm the baby kangaroo.
Baby kangaroo.
No, it's because you're a Joey. Nothing to do with the baby. I guess now it has double meaning.
It
There,
does
there
have
we
double
go. There we go. You're a baby kangaroo.
But
A baby kangaroo.
I
I'm
can
gonna
also
change
be a
on to
baby
the-
possum, though, but that doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well.
No, and possums are awful.
you
They're
have all your
disgusting.
teeth and they're straight, so I don't think I could call you a possum.
And you don't play dead.
This is true.
Only when he fucks.
Since it's been so long since that's happened for me, I don't think you need to worry about that.
There we go. That was good. Thanks.
I have no idea what's happening. 3 seconds. Done.
3.
Oh. Gonna give her my O face.
Oh. You know what I'm saying? That's such a good movie.
It is a great movie.
Office Space.
Love that
it.
movie.
I feel like the main guy every time I go to work or actually come home when he's driving to work. Let me get over here, and the whole of the lane goes fucking just like son of a bitch.
It's because you are a very aggressive driver.
I'm not. I'm so glad Louisiana passed that law for ticketing slow drivers in
People
the fucking
need to
fast
get
lane.
the fuck over. Yeah.
Where'd you get a cigarette from?
You know what's
Where'd
funny
those come
about that?
from?
They were in the in that pile of weeds.
Texas had
The
that
fuck?
law a long time ago.
Jackass. All right, fine, go ahead. My neighbor came over the other day,
Oh,
and then he got drunk, and then went home, left his keys and his cigarettes.
yeah, you told me he
Yes.
drove until 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently I don't know if he dropped him and they just if he dropped him and they just landed in that pile of weeds that was like completely like,
No, I moved them because I found them.
oh,
Just-
you moved. So
Yes.
you found them in the yard.
Yeah, I was going to throw them away.
Oh, and you put them in the pile of weeds?
Well, yeah, because I was pulling weeds.
Oh, because you were going to throw the whole pile
There
away.
you go. Like,
Well, he apparently found them,
That's fine, whatever.
but he ran out of his thing.
Oh, yeah, he should have thrown that thing away.
We need to find that movie about the Rougarou. When I go back to the house this afternoon, I'll
Skinwalker.
see if I can
Howl
find
of
it.
the-
Like I said, you can rent it on Amazon Prime, and it was free on Tubi, but Tubi has ads, so
I'll just go arg and go to the Pirate Bay.
okay.
Army mate, Peter.
I want my berry treasure.
Gar Peter.
Gar Peter.
We watched that movie not too long ago.
Actually, somebody we work with put on Resident Alien, and I've seen episodes
It's
here and
actually
there.
really funny.
It is kind of funny. Yeah.
Resident Alien?
Resident
Yeah.
Alien. So it's that guy, Pirate the Peter.
Peter, no, Pirate Steve.
Wow.
Steve the
Pirate
Pirate.
group?
The one-eyed Peter.
Steve the Pirate.
What does that mean?
He's an actual alien, and he like shifts into a human as
Oh,
him, but he's an actual alien, and he's like learning human culture or whatever.
I remember that because I watched an episode with you. It was like, this is stupid.
I thought it was hysterical. I thought it was really funny.
I'd rather play video games or make podcasts.
Are we going to beat Lilith?
So about that.
Did you beat her?
Yeah.
Without me, you fucker?
I told Joe earlier when we beat her, I was like,
Oh, you said her
I was
name.
like, yeah, I know. I was like, Joey's going to be mad. So, yeah, it was me,
You're
Joe.
dead to me. Dead to me.
Wait, none of you have beat like legit Lilith, just the echo of
On
Lilith.
Torment
It's-
4?
on Torment 4 with
Fuck
a
that
certain
bitch.
with a certain
Yes.
power. We beat the bitch last night, but
Yeah,
we
we
forgot
did.
to put the power on.
Oh,
And we struggled. No, so the only reason we beat her is because somebody fucking me, Joe, and Mike were all playing, and somebody just fucking did in trade chat. It's like, anybody need help with anything at all? And I said, Lilith? And he said, sure, tier 4, let's go. I was like, no way he can. And he was a fucking he was a rogue.
He's a rogue?
He was a rogue. He died a couple of times. It took us like 3 or 4 tries to get her because he was like trying to revive us and all that good shit. But the dude's fucking armor, there was only 2 pieces of armor that weren't 3 or 4 GA.
what?
Every 4 GA fucking Ring of Starless Skies.
What?
Yep. The 4 GA pair
He
of
plays
pants.
a lot.
He had 200.
Did he have a mic? Did he talk?
No, I don't ever talk. He had 209 hours.
Holy sh!
Oh, that's
you
not
have
that much more than me.
I
how
have
many?
83
You have 83 hours. That's it.
on that
I think
character.
I have like
On that character.
I want to say I have like 200.
on your
Really?
rogue,
I think. Unless I saw it wrong the other day.
or are you talking about your level?
No, I'm talking about no. I
He's way
thought,
past
I thought it
209.
said I was like at 197 or 198 the other day.
Well, yeah. Well, this guy had 209. He had everything that mattered was 2 or 3, 4.
And
GA.
I'm pretty happy with my gear.
How
Except
do you
for-
have? Do you only have like 1 or 2 GA gear?
So my mythics, I have one
He's
2
got-
GA mythic, and my other 2 mythics are 1 GA. I have 4 GA armor, and I have
Scoundrel's leather.
4 GA boots.
Oh,
Thought you got 4 GA pants.
Or maybe it's 4. No, I have 4 GA boots. I don't have 4 GA boots. I have pants. Because I'm always looking for better pants. I think my pants are 2 GA.
Yeah, this guy had everything was maxed. And it was fucking crazy.
I bet you he bought a lot of it. Well, you can't buy the mythics.
No. He had a 4 GA fucking ring.
Jesus.
he had a 4 GA mythic.
He had more than one.
Come on.
Yeah, like I said, his fucking gear was stacked.
I have never seen.
Oh.
I have never even seen a 2GA Mythic.
No, and here's
Well, I
the
have one.
Well, here's the thing. The fucking
off.
My Doombringer is.
we beat Lilith or whatever it was. Went back to fucking town. I was like, cool, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. You know, all that good shit. And fucking Joe was like, oh shit, he wants to trade. What the fuck is going on? And then he was like, I don't know. So she just accepted it, and the guy gave her 2 stacks of the husks to fight Belial and $10 billion.
Wow.
He's just, because the season's ending. Maybe he's just a seasoned guy, and it was just like, what the fuck? So yeah, he gave her a shit ton of money and a bunch of fucking boss mats, and was like, here you go.
I gave Joe
What?
4 GA Scoundrels leathers.
Well, I mean, I gave her like $1 billion earlier, and then that guy jumped in, and here's 10. I was like, wait, fuck you, dude. Don't show me up with my friends, you fucking prick. This is my realm, motherfucker. These are my people.
Did you friend him after that?
Hell no, fuck that guy. Thanks for helping me beat Lilith, but go fuck yourself. These are my friends. I run this bitch.
Well, that was the annoying thing last night was that we beat her at the
Oh,
outset.
yeah, dude. I was so mad.
And then we tried another 3 or 4 times, and
I've never beat actual Lilith.
Joey said, fuck this shit. I'm going to bed. I can't take this shit anymore. I'm just going to sleep. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I was like, God damn, dog. All right.
Oh, you rage quit.
I was.
Rage quit.
It wasn't rage quit. It was rage, and then he quit.
Well, because
not to say, because I was right there with him too. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty fucking aggravated.
Because I was like, I want this more than I've wanted anything since I started playing this game.
To kill Lilith.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
On your rogue.
On my rogue, yes,
Yeah.
for this season. Just so I could check that box that says I did every single task this season.
Yeah.
Did you not do it last season?
No.
Oh, you
I don't
didn't?
think so, no.
Oh.
Well, last season was his first season, right? So now he's like
First full season, yeah.
well
okay.
versed.
Yeah,
and now he's like, okay, I got to get all this
Because
shit.
I was in Eternal before that with
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's fair.
with the Spiritborn. So, yeah.
I think there's only a couple times I didn't make the full season shit. And it's
So
always
now you made the full season, fucker, and I haven't.
Well, looks like that's what you're doing
I'll
tonight.
I'll ask Joe if she friended him and then be like, can you help my buddy out real quick?
Fuck that. No, I'm just going to go waste time doing it. Spend millions of gold repairing armor until I finally get lucky enough.
He's mad at us, Joe. I knew we should have taken it. I even told
You
that.
knew that was gonna happen.
No, I told that bitch. I was like, Joey's gonna be mad. God damn it!
Did you finish the other game with her?
Oh no! God damn! No, that fucking game is so fucking long.
It hasn't ended yet. You guys were playing it forever last night.
I know. And apparently, we've got to get a note. We got to get 4 because the book guy.
Yeah.
So the game we're talking about is It Takes Two. This is a co-op game. And
It's so funny to watch, just to watch. Like, you don't even have to play it, and you can just watch it like a show, and it's fucking hysterical.
No, okay, here on that. It Takes Two is made by the same people who made Split Fiction. Split Fiction is fucking awesome.
Oh, God, that game was great.
It Takes Two is fun to play, but God fucking awful because it's 2 parents who are getting divorced and their daughter's caught up in a mix and she don't want her parents to get divorced, and the parents become little clay figures and they have to go through trying to get big again. And the Book of Love, I think it is like, no, you need to be together. If you play the game, you'll understand.
Yeah.
But the fucking people are awful.
No, the wife is awful.
No, both of them are.
Oh,
the wife and the husband are fucking awful people. And it's like, y'all need to divorce. Like, please divorce and save that fucking child a world of fucking hurt because you are awful people. I fucking hate hearing them talk. They just, they fucking.
Yet you play the game.
Well,
But
I mean,
it's
just
fun to play
It's
with.
fun to play because it's like dumb shit. It's like,
it's like little puzzles you have to figure out to try to get to like from
Yeah.
point A to point B or whatever.
and then it's like they put us in a boat last night, and it's like, I'm just gonna say oars. So there's 2 oars. I've got one, and you got one. So if we both going the same way, we're going forward. To the turn, you have to stop, and I have to keep going, and
So it's
vice
like
versa.
cooperation.
So, yeah,
You have to like,
it's all co-op shit.
yeah.
It's fun.
I would hate that.
It's funny to watch. It's super funny to watch.
It's fun to play with Joe because Joe's like doing her own thing, like the boat thing. It wasn't oars, but it was like paddle wheels. And it's just like Joe's like doing up and down and left and right. And she's doing all kind of stuff and holding the fucking trigger. And I'm like, Joe, what are you fucking doing, girl? She's like, what? I'm fucking doing it. I was like, no, you don't pull the trigger. You don't pull right trigger and hold it. You pull it to fire like it's a real gun because she just pulled and shot once and was like, why aren't we killing shit? And then I finally looked over and her cannon wouldn't do anything. It shot once and then she's just holding the trigger. It's like, look, girl, multiple times, just like a real gun. Keep pulling the fucking trigger. And then she's trying to turn the boat left and right with the left and right thumbstick. And I was like, no, you just go forward, up or down.
I go left or
goes
right.
forward. And then if we need to turn to the right, I stop and you keep going and it turns the boat. And I had to explain it to her before she said, oh, son of a bitch. That's how it works. Like, God damn, Joe. Fucking cunt.
By the way, you just mentioned her.
I know, that's several times.
Oh, okay.
That was like a whole conversation about her.
Yeah. She's going to be so excited. She's going to be like, oh, they talked about me. It's my
When
choice this time.
Mike's
No, it's funny to
friend
watch
was on-
because I would be way worse than her.
Oh, yeah.
I would be,
You can't do the up and down, left and right look thing. You're lost like, rah.
well, because I'm trying to look at my hands and I'm like, wait, what do I have to do? And then I look at the screen and I'm like, wait, how does this correlate? Like it takes a minute for it to like, I'm not a gamer.
and then
I
you're
don't
dead
know.
And then you're dead. Yeah.
And then,
That's why
and-
Diablo works for you.
yeah,
because you just press all the buttons.
I press certain buttons and that's it. That's all I have to do. Yeah. But then I get bored and then I'm like, well, my problem with Diablo is there's so much work involved that I just don't want to do it. It just is like,
What sort
oh,
of
it
work?
sounds like a lot of work.
It's not work. She just don't want to fucking pay attention.
She doesn't want to masterwork her shit. And
No.
She doesn't.
I don't. I want to get the cool gear. I want him to do what needs to be done. And then
Wow, so that's why you wanted me to learn, so you
Have
didn't have
fun.
to do it for me too, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
But you learned and you enjoy it. She's like, I enjoy it. I'm just not going to learn. Cool. You're a
No,
bitch.
I've learned how to do it. I did it before.
Just ain't going to do it.
But I'm like, this just doesn't sound like
It's not even really the fucking game. It's just fucking something to do with friends.
it is. That's
Like,
why.
I don't give a shit.
That's
We-
why I'm like, you do the administrative work.
No, then just fucking upgrade it and it don't fucking matter. Just beep, 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 be done.
You say beep beep beep, and I'm like, I would probably sell it on accident.
That's
Until
fine.
you run out of obdicite, and then you got to go do more hordes and get
Yeah.
more obdicite.
Well, just fucking, you know
This
what?
is the first season yet that I've got shit tons of obdicite.
Well, I've made more money this season than any of the other seasons.
Yeah,
When is the next season coming out?
Tuesday.
couple of days.
And is it what is the new shit in this one?
Same
Nothing?
fucking thing, just different name.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Yep.
But I mean, this one got rid of the green zones and had something else that no one liked.
Yeah, but the
it's-
green zones were only last season.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They got rid of the green zones. And
It's the same thing. It's fucking,
so what's going to be the catch for this one?
I don't even fucking remember. Not boss powers. New powers. Same
So
thing.
the thing that I did like about this season, though, was
This will be rich because I don't like anything about it.
no, I liked when you go and you turn in the spectral ash and you got caches for it.
Yeah. You finally get to, yeah, but I mean, they didn't have that to begin with.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's the one thing I like about this season.
That's the only thing then. This
Well,
season sucked.
I'm not going to say you're wrong. I was
I mean, I
disappointed.
stopped before I even
You
got
didn't,
my.
even hit, you hit like level 40.
I hit 60.
Did you?
I hit 60, and then
Yeah, because we probably dragged her through pits.
you dragged
Oh,
me
that might
through
have been.
pits, and I hit 60, and then after that, I was just like,
It's like now I got to pay attention. I don't feel
because
like
at that point, I had to change my entire build because I was at the. Like that's what
Yeah,
I'm. That's what I'm saying. It's like a.
Sorry, we're looking at the dogs. Looks like they're they're out.
The chill pills kicked in.
Yeah, they
Yep.
finally did. It was just so much work. It was like, okay, I had the build to get to 60, and then I had to change everything after that. And I was just like,
Well, you didn't have to.
"That
You could have just
seems
had
like
a
lot of
terrible
work."
build, and it would have been.
I
okay.
don't want to have a terrible build.
Well,
Yeah, but you're so fast with it. And I'm like, you're so fast
you need
with
some cheese to go
it.
with that wine.
You should just do it.
That works on so many levels.
It
just
takes
don't.
me 30 minutes. That could take you 2.
Oh, so our favorite Texas girl just texted me.
Who's your favorite Texas girl?
Joe,
Joe?
Oh.
what that bitch said.
She said, how'd the flying go today? Oh, I forgot. You're doing the podcast. Tell Bradley said, I said, fuck you on you. And this time she did say to bring her up on the air.
That is this thing live? Did I fuck up? What
Is her ears burning? What is happening?
Yeah, what the? I don't think I went live. What is it? I don't even think I can. Holy
Somebody
shit.
asked me that question today. They're like, is it a live podcast? I'm like, no, we can't do live podcasts.
No, not at all.
We mess up too many times.
Oh yeah, we've been good so far.
So far, this one's been good.
Yeah,
We've all gotten better about that.
we try.
Well, thank God, because I hate editing.
And then we fail and we try again and fail better.
Yeah, except for I'm starting to do YouTube stuff. So I posted.
That's on you.
Oh yeah, no. And so the funny thing is after I posted everything on YouTube, and I started doing shorts, posted
With
a couple
the dogs.
Yep, with the dogs. And I started did videos, shorts, and I posted the podcast on there.
I saw that.
Can you guess which ones fucking got flagged?
The drunken ones.
Yep. You know why?
No.
Copyright infringement. The song's playing.
Oh.
YouTube automatically saw that and was just like, hey, it's not going to get posted in some regions because, and I don't know what regions because I didn't go through the click thing, but it's like, it's not going to get posted in some regions. And if you ever think you're going to make money off of your YouTube channel, you better think again because you got some copyright shit going on and we'll tell you to go fuck yourself. And I was like, oh, well, I guess
so. They demonetized those videos.
Well, I mean, I don't really know how YouTube works, so I don't have a fucking clue. I'm just starting to
Well, it's owned by Google, so.
Oh, I know.
And they're the evil overlords.
I mean, yeah, they are. I mean, I do a lot of Google Maps reviews, so I should Google Map review.
Oh, so you
Loch Ness.
asked earlier about the camping trip last weekend at the
Scraping the
I gotta
coast.
use that term real loosely. Because
Scraping the coast.
I mean, we're
my idea of
glamping.
camping and your idea of camping are completely
We're
different.
glamping.
Glamping.
Yeah.
We're glamping for sure. So,
In a 24-foot motorhome.
so the whole
It's a
weekend,
camper, not a motorhome.
the
Camp
whole
or whatever.
the whole
That's a
weekend
big
was.
difference.
Hang on, the whole
Yeah, one has
weekend.
an engine, one doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I talk?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know, can you?
I can. You just stop
May I-
talking over me.
May I talk?
So I shouldn't have to ask if I can talk. So the whole weekend was great, but there was one incident.
Oh, fuck. I was trying to think where the fuck she was going with this. Man, fuck you. Nobody wants to talk about this.
So there was one night we went to an Italian restaurant.
Hey, can I need to.
Oh, you
I need to tell.
interject?
If this is what you're gonna do, I need to jump in real quick.
Okay.
So we obviously we did a thing at the fucking car show. We was hungry, Brad. So like, I want fucking Italian. I was like, cool. Let me see. Bam. Look up this place. 4.9 out of 5 stars with like 300 or 400 reviews.
Wow.
I was like, bet this is where we're gonna go.
So we get there, and first of all, we didn't pronounce the name of the restaurant right, which is fine. Whatever.
Okay, let me hold you for just a minute. What city were y'all camping in?
Gulfport.
Okay.
So we went to this restaurant, and I will not say the name. I'm just not even going to go there.
You can see my Google review.
So we went there, and the reviews were great. The pictures were great. Like, everything looked phenomenal. And it was like legit Italian food. And we got there, we got seated, whatever. It was a nice restaurant. It wasn't packed. You weren't like sitting like next to
Nuts to butts?
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, we order our food, whatever. Brad orders the seafood manicotti, which is basically manicotti, which is like, the huge noodles, and it's stuffed with ricotta and then covered with like a sauce, like a white
ricotta?
sauce. It's ricotta, but whatever. And then it's like
Crab,
topped
shrimp.
with crab, shrimp, and crawfish or something.
Crab and shrimp, I know. I don't remember what else was on it.
And it looked phenomenal. And it got all of our food, came out, whatever. And he's like eating on the edges first. And he's like, God, this is so good. This is so good. Well, he cuts into the middle of his dish.
Because of the long noodles, I was like, let me just go ahead and cut this up.
And he gets to the middle, and the middle is like basically frozen.
It was like cold. Like if you have a glass of water with ice in it, it was like cold to the touch of the outside of the glass.
Yeah.
So not frozen, but the bitch was cold.
And there was a piece of shrimp that was on top of that part, and he had flipped it over, and I looked at it, and I was like, that shrimp is translucent.
Means it's not done yet.
Like, shrimp isn't supposed to be translucent.
Yep.
And he was like, I'm done. And I was like, I
You
don't
didn't
blame
send
you.
it back?
Well, so then
So the taste of the actual cooked part was fucking phenomenal. It was fucking great, and all of them liked their food. Nathan scarfed his down. It's fucking fine. But when I saw that, it just sucked the soul out of me, and I was completely disheartened. And I was just like, I just pushed it off to the side, and I just put my elbows on the table, and I was just talking to everybody. And the fucking guy. I mean, don't get me wrong. The people there were great. But it was the totality of everything.
I understand.
Yeah.
So obviously the food, cutting the cold, whatever it was, cold raw shrimp.
So
the
meanwhile,
guy fucking
while we saw him, because I ordered chicken parm, and our friend ordered chicken parm, and Brad's Journey, he ordered chicken parm, and so both of us looked at each other and we were like cutting our chicken, like, is it pink? Is it cooked? Like, oh my God. And luckily, the rest of ours was cooked, but...
So I'd pushed it off the side, and we're talking. The guy comes over, like I said, everybody was fucking great. And he's like, hey, how was everything? And I just like, it's like, not good? He's like, no. He's like, what's wrong? And I was like, well, I was like, you can test it if you want to. I was like, but the middle of these fucking noodles is fucking cold, like touching your glass cold. And that shrimp is not cooked. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so terribly sorry. He's like, that does not happen here. I said, sir, the fucking plate says otherwise.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh fuck. And like,
which means that they don't make the manicotti there.
No.
Like, I mean, you've worked in a restaurant before. I get it. It's
I feel
fine.
like it's prepped work, and then they just didn't do that extra step to make sure that the shit was cooked before they plated it. They just put it under the broiler and was like, okay, the cheese is caramelized, so we're cool. We're good.
So the guy's like, I made my comment, and he's like, well, I can take this back. You want me to get you something else? And I was like, honestly, no. I was like, I'm disheartened about the whole thing. I was like, I don't want anything. He's like, well, we'll take it off. And I was like, all right, cool. That's fine. He's like, you sure? And I'm like, no, dude. No, absolutely not. I'm done.
Bring me a goddamn tiramisu.
I was like, I'm just going to go.
No, he didn't eat anything.
No, I was like, I'm just going to go hungry. Don't worry about it. Just take it away. And that was that, right? And that's fine. That would have been okay. I don't venture out because bad things happen to me. There's a good example. And I was like, one check, just bring it to me. So the lady brings me the fucking check. I give her my credit card. She goes away. She comes back. I'm signing the shit or whatever it was. I do my tip. I tipped the bitch. Because the chick that was waiting on us, she was super awesome. The manager guy that fucking took the food away, he was super respectful. I didn't disrespect him. I was just like, no, dude, it's just whatever.
I did see like the three like general managers of the restaurant after they took his dish. All three of them went into the kitchen at the same time. So there was like some shit that went on in the kitchen after that.
So I signed the receipt after I paid for everything. And like, we're all standing up, getting ready to fucking leave. And I looked and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, where's my credit card? I was like, did I put it back in my wallet? I opened my wallet up. My wallet didn't have my credit card. And I was like, I pulled the receipts up, the little black thing.
You never brought it back.
Couldn't find my goddamn credit card. And I was like, then I'm starting to short circuit. So I did get fucking loud at that point. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? I need to go.
He did.
Holy shit.
He
and the
did.
fucking lady's like, what's wrong? I was like, I don't fucking have my credit card. God damn it. Granted, it was about 10, 15 feet away, but it was just the totality of the whole thing.
Yeah,
like, I got my food. The next day was unpleasurable.
Yeah, it was bad. So what happened was
And then
credit card, like she like turned around to like
Did you get
bring
sick from it?
Yes, I did.
Yes, he did. And he, like the girl turned around
Did you
and
lead a review?
he
yes, I
left a
did.
review. Yeah. And she turned around and it must have like just flung out of the little
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nothing deliberate.
It was
but
nothing deliberate because we saw it
I
on
just-
the ground a little
Yeah, like I said,
over
10,
yonder
15
or whatever.
feet- yeah,
it was
10,
right over
15
there.
away.
And we were like, okay, well, there's his credit card. We're good. We just need to get the fuck out of here. Like, we're just done.
Like I said, it was just the totality of the whole thing. Like I said, my food was fucked. My soul was sucked out of me because I wanted the food and it was good. Can't find my fucking credit card. And I was like, just fuck this goddamn
So
place.
then it was like, after that, it was like a running joke. Like, whenever we drove by it, we were all just like flipping it off. And we were like, you tried to kill, you tried to kill Brad. You tried to kill him and steal his credit card.
Brad was like, no, hell no, I wouldn't have fucking let him cook me something else. Give him a double chance to fucking poison you and kill you. And I was like, God damn, dude.
Well, there is that.
Yeah.
So then the next day we went to this amazing seafood restaurant.
Cat Mal's.
And that place is phenomenal. And he got this, what was it called?
You saw the feed on Instagram or some shit, didn't you? Or on YouTube Shorts of the Bloody Mary I got?
No, I didn't see it.
So he got
Oh,
this
dude.
Bloody Mary, and it's literally like Captain's blah, 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 something or other. And it had like crab legs, sausage,
Wow.
shrimp, oysters,
Now that's a Bloody Mary.
Okay, so for
all
the
in
so,
a Bloody Mary.
so-
How expensive was that thing?
all right, so for the listeners, if you go on my Instagram page or the Pawn Shop of Life Instagram page or the YouTube, it was apparently famous. That's what they're famous for. And I saw it, and we went there one time at 8, and we went back the second time. I was like, I'm getting this motherfucker. So it was 12 oysters, 3 different ways. It was a Bloody Mary. It had a pound of shrimp, a pound of sausage, 3 crab clusters, corn, and I think
Potato. There was some
That's
potatoes
an
in there
entree.
somewhere. It is.
Oh, it was.
It's
That
a
was-
whole meal. It's an entire meal.
I couldn't finish it. It was $85.
And the thing is they don't make it that often. So what happened was the night before he was like dying, and we go to the restaurant the next day, and he becomes famous because everyone's coming over to take pictures. Even the people that were in the restaurant as like just people eating there, they were like, oh my God, I have to take a picture of this. And the restaurant itself took a picture and was like, we don't make this that often, so we have to take a picture of it. And then
Yeah.
he went up and he found out who made it, who made the whole concoction, and then went up to the bartender and was like, here's an extra tip because
I tipped that bird because that was a
fucking
lot of
awesome.
work. Because everything's on skewers except for
Let me see.
the crab clusters. So I mean, it was a lot of work,
That's just fucking insane.
dude. It was so good.
And the Bloody Mary was actually really,
Yeah.
it was a little spicy, but it
thought
was
it was
actually
great.
very, very good.
I thought the
it
Bloody
was
Mary-
You can't even
super
tell
good.
there's a Bloody Mary down there. The glass is tiny compared to all the other shit.
But the
piled
glass
into
was
it.
huge. The glass was like a goblet. Like
It was big, dude.
It was big.
Like, look, if you ever said I want a Bloody Mary and some seafood, I'd be like, bet, jump in the truck. We're going to fucking Gulfport. We're going to Cat Miles because that thing was good.
It was good. The food there was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And the service was great. The people were great. Like, I mean, that place was great. And it's right there on the water
And right across from the Italian place.
and right across from the Italian place that we flipped off every time we drove by that tried to kill him.
Yeah, man. God damn.
Okay.
Yeah, Cat Mouse. If y'all are ever in Gulfport, go to Cat Mouse.
What about their other food? How was it?
Oh, everything was great.
Everything was great.
We have crab cakes. We had that monstrosity.
Well, so Brad had a God bless him. So
Which Brad?
Brad's journey, the other Brad,
Oh,
the
yeah.
other Brad. So he orders steak, and he,
You don't order steak at a seafood restaurant.
I mean, you
can.
can, and it's still going to
Play
be
to their
good.
strengths.
But
Well,
here's the
I
thing:
understand that,
he
but-
orders it well done.
Oh God.
Okay, hold up. He has digestive problems. I'm not gonna go into what he has, but he's got digestive problems, so he doesn't really need to eat. But he ordered it, and I was like, "What the fuck did you say? You say well done?" He was like, "No, medium well." I said, "Medium rare? The fuck, medium rare, right? Is that what you fucking said?" And his shit come out like medium.
His steak
He
came
ate-
out medium.
He ate around the
He ate
edges.
around the edges and left the whole inside. Like whatever was red, he didn't even eat. He didn't even touch it.
If it had
And
pink
then
on it, he left it alone.
he also asked for some A1 sauce, which to me is like a gigantic crime when it comes to eating steak. Like
If you need A1 sauce to eat a steak, you shouldn't be eating steak.
Yeah,
exactly. That's why you order a charcoal brick as a steak,
Just
and
get
then
a
you,
hamburger, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't. And no ketchup.
Oh my god!
They didn't have ketchup.
No, don't eat steak
Don't
with
eat
ketchup.
steak with
Oh.
ketchup. That's like
Oh,
sacrilege.
that's a thing. For white trash hillbillies, that's a fucking thing, steak and ketchup. Because that's how my
That's
parents used to eat it.
And then he gave his dad. His dad ate well done steak his whole life, and then Brad cooked him a medium rare steak right before he died, and Daddy literally cried and was like, "Why have I not been eating steak like this my whole life?"
Yep.
So, funny story about that very thing. My oldest brother, his wife, her family only ate steaks well done.
Oh my God. I can't. Like, to
And
me,
my
that's.
dad, when they were dating and she would come over to the house because we ate steaks every Saturday night. And Elizabeth would always say, Papa Pete, can you cook mine
Well done.
more?
Yeah.
And Dad would be like, okay. So what he started doing was, like at first he would cook it like medium well. Right?
And then he started
And then
slowly.
he slowly started, he'd cook it like medium.
And she kept eating it. And she was like, this is so good.
And then he started cooking them like medium rare until eventually she was eating steak just like the rest of us. She's like, it tastes so much better now. And her family was like, oh my God, Elizabeth, what? You can't eat that? Yeah, I'm going to eat it.
It's not
Tastes
chicken.
better.
It's not
Yeah.
chicken. It's beef.
So that's the only way we got Nathan to eat, because Nathan would not eat. All he would eat when he was growing up was chicken.
Yeah.
And then I finally made steak one day, and then I cut it up in little pieces for him because he's a kid, obviously. And I was like, "Here, eat this." And he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "It's chicken." He's
It's just
like, "It
cooked
doesn't look
differently.
like that." I was like,
It's what a chicken.
It's
I
just
said
cooked
it's-
differently.
"No," I said it's dark meat. Just eat it. And the little bastard fucking ate it. Was like, "This chicken's really good,
so
Dad."
good.
And I was like, "Yeah, I bet it fucking is, punk, fucking dumbass." Now he fucking loves steak, and he's just like, "Yeah,
God, now I want a
medium rare."
steak.
That still sound good. What's down the road? Outback?
Longhorn.
Is it long? They're both there.
They're both there. Yeah.
Longhorn is better than Outback.
You think Longhorn's better?
Yeah, I do.
Steak it is. Let's order some.
Okay.
You want to wrap this up and order a steak?
Well, we're going to order a steak.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. DoorDash.
The dash of the doors.
It actually comes fine. I promise.
It's 10 minutes down the road.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where?
Yes.
Right there in Slidell. Go on.
That is, I don't know how fast you drive
I can make it there in 10
in the
minutes.
Batmobile.
I can make it there in 10 minutes.
It
I can make
would
it 10
take
minutes in
more
the truck.
time.
I can
It
get
would
there in
take
the truck.
it would take more time for you to get there, wait for it to cook, than it would. I mean, it's 6 1, half a dozen of the
You
other.
realize that's not possible, right? The amount of time it takes is the amount of time it takes.
Okay, we're talking about food now. So we're going to wrap this up. So, any last words? You two? Last words?
Love ya.
All right, there we go.
Thanks, everyone.
There we go. All right. If you made it this fucking far, we're apparently all hungry as shit, so we're going to get some steaks. Have one with us while you enjoy this podcast. Thanks for listening in. We'll see you in 2 weeks, and y'all have a good one. We're out.